Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Richter Field at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. I'm Joshua Carroll, joined by Holt Short and Brooks Beasley. We've got an excellent game of football heading your way tonight. It is the semifinals of the 5A state championship between the Pulaski Academy Bruins, who are hosting the Harrison Goblins. What a game we're looking forward to tonight.
Yes, sir. I think I saw, is it Golden Goblins?
No, it's just the Goblins.
Where did I see that?
That was something that we had on Slack, I think, earlier this week. I think that was a holdover from last week's game.
Oh, okay. From the Golden.
Golden, they're not retrievers. What were they?
McClellan.
Airedales.
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
McClellan.
The Crimson Lions, and I
Crimson,
think I had accidentally put it out that it was Golden Lions. Of course, that's a different school altogether. But
my wife is so disappointed in us right now, being an art teacher.
Yeah, she's actually looking forward to the Golden Goblins. Is that what
I don't know. I'm just saying mixing up our colors and all. Anyways, let's talk about football.
I think we should. It's a football game, right? I've been looking forward to this all week long.
Yes.
Ever since last Friday. And apparently I've been talking about it in my sleep. I have hollered out in my sleep over this past week, touchdown. And apparently this morning I woke everyone up to there's a flag on the play. I'm not even kidding. So maybe this is getting to me just a little bit, but I've got the fever. And the only prescription is more football.
My son and I were watching the Razorback basketball game earlier this week, and he looks at me and he goes, "Daddy, where's the snap?" I was like, "Wrong sport, son. We'll figure it out later." But that's a good mindset. But clearly it's on everyone's mind.
I like it. You know, and you watch Bruin football for just long enough. And I remember the first time I watched a PA Bruin game, and I'd see them. They had fourth down and like 8 yards to go, and they went for it. And of course now I think, well, yeah, duh. Yeah. Why wouldn't you? That's ridiculous. Why would you just give the ball away?
Yeah.
But I remember that very first game I watched. I had my hands in the air. I'm like, what are you thinking? But now it's the complete opposite for me. You watch Bruin football so much, it really you soak it up. You really drink the Kool-Aid, so to speak.
Right.
And you watch another game, like you said, the Razorbacks, or you watch NFL, and they're like 4th down and 3, 4th down and 5, and then they punt. And you're like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Well, and on that note, last week against McClellan, the offense went to 11 of 12 on combined 3rd and 4th down chances. They only had one chance they didn't actually convert. So it appears to work. I mean,
right.
you say Kool-Aid, but usually a negative reference for those of you who know the history. But in reality, I mean, it's something that works statistically. Even morale as far as like for the team to see it happen, and they build off it, they thrive on it, and on the opposite side of the field, the defense is just they get frustrated because they know they're going to have to deal with at least 4 plays every time they go out there, as opposed to if they make a big stop on 3rd down, that doesn't matter.
No, it absolutely does not. Looking back at last week, we put up some really impressive numbers, I believe.
Yeah. Specifically, Braden Bratcher, and he went 19 of 29 for 324 yards and 5 touchdowns. Now, those numbers are actually fairly normal for him, but the passes themselves were amazing. I mean, he was just putting them right in the breadbasket on the run. There were at least 3 different passes where, they caught it on the run. Usually when he puts up big stats, it's because his receivers caught the ball, took off down the field, or, they had a little hook and lateral play figured in there, picked up for extra yardage, but not this time. He was hitting them on the run consistently throughout the game. So
right.
On the defensive side of the ball, the defense did an excellent job of stopping a McClellan team that likes to keep the ball on the ground and would just drive their opponents into the ground. They kept them out of the red zone the entire game except one time. For when we get this late into the playoffs, you're playing good teams, offensively and defensively, and to do that against what's a really good team, it was a great showing for the Bruins, who usually, when everyone thinks of the Bruins, they think offense.
Right. They certainly do. You mentioned this late in the season, you're going to see some great games. Here's another one that we're going to be looking at later tonight. Little Rock Christian playing at Morrilton. Now, of course, what's impressive about that is, of course, one, you have the history between Little Rock Christian and Pulaski Academy. They're longtime rivals. Those games are always fun, whether they're here or, a couple of miles away over Little Rock Christian. But this one is played at Morrilton. Now, Morrilton, think back, that was the last time Pulaski Academy lost a game in the state of Arkansas, was in 2013 to Morrilton.
Wow. That's
right.
Good 5 years times how many ever games that was. I mean,
right.
that's
been a little while.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Pulaski Academy Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. We just finished the invocation and the national anthem has been sung. We are ready to get this one started. Both the teams are hanging out just off the field, getting ready to be cheered right out onto the field. You've got both bands. Well, let's see. We have a small band out here from Harrison tonight that's in the bandstand on the far side of the field to my left. And, of course, you have the Bruin Brigade that has made it out tonight. They're going to be showing off their skills at halftime tonight. Have a nice interview with Lane Martins, who's the director of bands at Pulaski Academy, and a couple of the band members as well. So stick around for that at halftime.
Well, I'll tell you one thing that was impressive was before the game even started, and I got here, about 5:15 or so. The stands for the Harrison side were
already,
3/4 full.
Yeah, it was already full.
I mean,
they came out here. I think I came out at about 4 o'clock, and By 4:30, they had this. If you can see it across at the top side of the visitors' stands, there's they've put up a tent over there. You know, the rain has moved out, but it has kind of sprinkled throughout the evening. And speaking of which, let's go to. I've got Todd Jacobian, a friend of mine. He's got a quick weather report for us. Todd, tell us what we can expect during the game today.
Thanks, Josh. In Little Rock today, we had about 1/4 of an inch of rain. It was a dreary and miserable afternoon, and that's going to translate into the evening with temperatures holding steady throughout the entire game around 46, 47, 48 degrees, right in there. There could be some patchy fog and a little bit of drizzle from time to time. A breeze out of the south, probably around 5 to 7 miles per hour. So not much change throughout the entire game, with temperatures staying cool and those clouds sticking around. Back to you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir. Thanks again, Todd Jacobian of KATV Channel 7 for helping us out with the weather forecast. So just like he said, little slight breeze, but nothing that really sounds like it's going to affect the game much tonight at all.
Nope, no. Well, going back to last week's game, there was at least one milestone that we didn't realize had happened, and do want to go ahead and throw out there. Hudson Henry topped the 1,000-yard receiving mark for a season.
Wow.
Last week. He sits at 1,006 yards right now.
Incredible.
And if I remember correctly, his last catch, which put him over the mark, was for a touchdown, so pretty fitting there.
Sure it is.
He does lead the team in receptions at 74. I think he's just about 3 ahead of J.D. White.
Well, those Henrys, they know how to raise football players, don't they?
They certainly do. They certainly do. And then there's one other little mark that I'm hesitant to throw out there. I'm going to go ahead and throw out there because it's something fun for folks to watch at home, but maybe not tell him. J.D. White had 3 touchdowns, receiving touchdowns last week. That put him at 23 touchdown receptions on the year. So I went back and took a look at the Arkansas high school football records. He is tied for 8th now.
Wow.
That's not 5A, not 6A, not 7A. That's all high school football history.
That's
recorded
incredible.
At least.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, he's 4 shy of the record. If he has one tonight, then he will be tied for, I believe, 6th or 5th. And then, each touchdown is going to move him up a little further in the record books. But, he has at least one more game to improve his stance there. But, again, it's one of those things you don't really want them thinking about on the field. You want him, focusing on winning. And,
certainly.
Knowing Coach Kelly, he probably will have him aim the right direction.
Absolutely. We just had the Harrison Goblins take the field. They're wearing tonight their white uniforms, white tops, white pants, gold helmets, and it looks like either black or dark blue lettering on the jerseys. Very easy to read from this end of the field. Always love to see that. Looking for the Bruins to enter the field, and they're down on the sidelines right now. Looks like they have their team captains lined up and ready to go out for the coin toss. That's for tonight. That's going to be Wesley Coleman, Hudson Henry, J.D. White, and Blake Titus. So the 4 of them will represent the Bruins. It looks like for the Goblins will include, let's see, Gabe Husky. Looks like Trey Stith, and lastly, that's Brooks Both. So some interesting stats there. Our officials tonight include the referee, Chris Bryan. Umpire is Philip Montalvo. The line judge is Brian Acorn. The head linesman is Jeff Johnson, and the back judge is Rusty Reed. Those gentlemen have a job for them tonight.
Yes. Well, and going back to the uniforms for Harrison, folks chiming in or folks that might turn on the game a little ways in might get a little confused because their uniforms are similar to what the Bruins have sported earlier in the year.
Right.
One of their combinations is the gold helmet and of course the whites that everyone has available. But we were very impressed with the combination the Bruins are wearing tonight themselves. It's one I don't remember seeing this season. It's pretty good looking outfit there.
Absolutely. So the Bruins wearing their baby blue pants, navy tops with baby blue letters, and a baby blue helmet. Nice combination there for the Bruins. We have a very important person, VIP, up here in the radio booth with us tonight. My nephew, Brady Grice, joining us to catch the game. Excited to have him here. And the Bruins are ready to take the field. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll get this one kicked off shortly. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. The Bruins getting ready to kick this one off to the Goblins. There it is, off the foot of Savannah Goodwin. Takes a nice hop at the 49-yard line. The Goblins, number 2, Colton Shaver, receives that one directly and brings it across into Bruin territory right at the 49-yard line. And that is where this game will be started.
Oh, and that was an excellent kick by Savannah there. Unfortunately, it just looked like the Goblins were prepared for it.
They were, and you can't ask for a better onside kick attempt. It's first down, 10 yards to go. The Goblins are moving from left to right in front of us. They have the ball at the Bruins' 49-yard line. Here's number 12, Ben Johnson under center. There's the snap. Little shovel pass goes to Gabe Husky. He runs to the left side of the field and is stopped at the 44-yard line. That'll bring up second down.
Well, we can expect Gabe Husky to get the ball a lot tonight. He has 1,957 rushing yards and 30 rushing touchdowns on the season in 13 games. Last week, he had 218 yards rushing on the ground and 4 touchdowns.
Here's Johnson again under center. This time, handoff goes to. Did he keep on that one?
He kept it. Yeah, he faked the handoff to Husky there and then took it up the middle for about 4 yards. So
that'll bring up third down and about 2 yards to go for Harrison.
Well, and on top of that, Husky has 24 catches for 656 yards and 6 touchdowns on the season, including a 99-yard touchdown catch against Mountain Home. And he's thrown it twice, one of which was good for a touchdown. The other one was not caught, but he's an impressive player out there.
Harrison on the Bruins' 42-yard line. Third down. There's the snap. This time the handoff goes to number 33. That's Brooks Both. He's in the end zone. Excuse me, that's 23. Gabe Husky. He's already in the end zone before we can even start describing the play. So the Harrison Goblins strike first. 10 minutes, 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
I was watching a bit of his highlights this week, and a lot of what makes him so good is that he has a lot of good blocking on his side. I mean, they covered that right side, and just there was a huge opening. There wasn't anyone near him.
So here's the extra point attempt. It's up off of the foot of number 32. That's Maxwell Payne. And the extra point is good. So with 10:47 remaining in the first quarter, the Goblins lead 7-0 over Pulaski Academy. We'll keep it right here.
It's not something the Bruins are used to seeing on the other side of the ball, the quick strike touchdown. That was something the Bruins usually do themselves. So
right.
We'll see how they respond here. It looks like Mason Cobb is back there, as well as
Dylan Allison.
Dylan Allison back there to receive. Now this Goblin defense has only allowed 105 points total scored against them this year. That's an average of 8 points per game. Basically, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The Brooks Both is a 6', 228-pound junior who leads the team with 113 recorded tackles on the year, so they're going to need to know where he is at all times.
Dylan Allison back to receive this one. He averages 15.5 yards per carry after the turn, but this one's kicked high in the air and actually received by Merritt Jones, and he gets brought down immediately after the catch right around the 30-yard line.
That was an excellent job by Merritt Jones to just realize he needed to get his hands on the ball and fall down, which is what he did. He took a bit of a hit going down, but just the fact that he held on to it and when it was coming down was a good job on his part.
Braden Bratcher leading the Bruin offense once again. This time he has Jaden Kelly to his right, twins on either side. Kelly in motion. There's the snap. He's looking to the right side to pass. The pass is out there, and it's just tipped out of the hands of Andrew Cobb. He had a defender right in front of him, but he was able to leap up into the air. He could have come down with that pass, but it hit him right in the fingertips, and instead we'll just try again.
It looked like the defender might have got a fingertip on it, but it was a good pass by Bratcher. It was high in the air. It was to a taller receiver.
That was Riley Jones with the defense. This time it's a handoff. Trying to see who that was. It looks like Kelly. Yeah, that's Jaden Kelly who received that handoff. He may have lost. No, he gained a single yard on that one. So that'll bring up third down. Nope, they're going to now move it again. So now it'll be third down and 8 yards to go for the Bruins.
No, and he just didn't have very much room to move there. The big boys up front just didn't get enough push for him.
Now Bratcher in an empty set. He has one receiver to the left side, 4 to the right. There's the snap. Looking to the right side to pass. He's going to run all the way to the right side. There's the pass, and it's out into the hands, the waiting arms of Hudson Henry at the 41-yard line. That'll move the chains for a Bruin first down of this game.
Well, and they needed that to kind of quiet that Goblin crowd over there. It was getting a little rowdy after their quick first strike, and it's a good job by Bratcher to roll out to the right away from the blitzing number 18. That was Champ Sailors.
There's the snap this time. Little play fake. Looking to pass to the left side. Pass is out there, and it's into the waiting arms of Henry. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's going to slip up and get wrapped up around the neck, but that's easily into the red zone for the Bruins for a first down.
Well, and he's the first victim we've seen of what's probably a pretty slick field down there after all the rain we got tonight. But it was a good job going up in the air and coming down with that and then picking up the yards after catch.
He was brought down by number 2, Colton Shaver of the Goblins. Looking to the sidelines to get the play. Bratcher, he has Jaden Kelly to his left side. One receiver to the, twins on either side. There's the snap. Looking to the left side. The pass is out in the air. It's into the hands of J.D. White. Touchdown, Bruins!
I get the feeling that Bratcher knew that was good as soon as he let it go.
Sure he did. It was funny because you look out there and J.D. White was just, there was no one anywhere within 2 yards of it.
He made an excellent cut. I mean, he just left his defender behind him. Just a little hitch route out there in the middle.
Already getting kind of steamy up here in the press box. Yeah, so much hot air coming from these guys.
Well, the Bruins are not looking to tie this game. They're either going to be trailing by 1 or ahead by 1. We'll see what happens.
Braden Bratcher in the shotgun. He has Mason Cobb behind him in the tailback position. He's going to fake the handoff to Cobb. There's the pass, and it gets swatted down and kicked away after it's swatted down. Not sure. I didn't quite get the number of that player.
That looked like number 6.
Number 6? Thank you, Brooks. That's Tyler Lovell.
That's looks right to me.
Yeah, that's one of the names that I got some help with.
Okay.
For those who don't have a roster in front of you, that one's spelled Thailer. Tyler. It's a creative spelling on that one, but
yep.
that is the official pronunciation of that one. So the Bruins now behind by one. 6-7. They failed the 2-point conversion, but that's okay. We're going to keep it going. Now the Bruins are going to kick this one off back to the Goblins.
Well, onside kick it. We'll see who actually comes up with it.
That's true.
And going back to Gabe Husky, the roster lists him as a 5'10", 170-pound running back. But for those of you that have the benefit of seeing this on TV or you're happy to be at the game or whatever, I think they're not doing him enough justice. He looks like he is at least 6 foot and add another 20 pounds on there maybe. Just eyeballing it.
We've got 2 excited crowds out here tonight. We got folks dancing on the Bruins side, folks cheering and screaming on the opposite end for the Goblins. This time we have number 8 out there to kick for the Bruins. That's Clay James, defensive backhand kicker. He has it teed up upright at the 40-yard line. There's the kick. And before the kick, there was a flag on the play. He said it was going to be false start on the Bruins, I believe is what he said. Let's see. I believe we have our referee is mic'd up. Let's see if he comes in.
They were discussing it with Coach Kelly.
That is exactly what they've done, but they've moved them back 5 yards. They'll try the kick again. This time,
I think the ruling was that Clay James ran beyond the line before he kicked it, which I don't think is legal. It's something you don't ever see, so hence the confusion. But
of course, now the Bruins have really switched up all of their positions, and it's confused the Goblins a little bit. They've changed out Clay James for number 90, Vaughn Seelick, the freshman. He has the ball laid on its belly on a tee, and it's going to go for a helicopter spin and then run out of bounds right at the 48-yard line. And so, of course, the mandatory flag goes up, and the Goblins will take possession there.
Yes, they will probably decline that penalty because, if my math is correct, the opponent's 45-yard line is going to be a little better than your own 35-yard line.
Score is Bruins 6, Harrison 7. Don't have a score, Little Rock Christian at Morrilton just yet. 8:47 remaining in the first quarter. The Goblins have the ball at the Bruins' 42-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Ben Johnson in the shotgun. He has one man to his right. Handoff goes to number 23. That's Kendall Pickett. No, it's not. Excuse me. That's Gabe Husky. Kendall didn't switch sides on us tonight. That's about a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I mean, it is impressive to actually see him running in person. It's one thing to kind of watch the highlights, and it doesn't really do him justice to just how fast he picks up those yards. This
time Johnson under center. Handoff immediately goes to Husky. He runs to the right side of the field and is brought down by Zach White at about the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. Let's see, that's not quite enough for a first down. It'll be 3rd down and inches. He was stopped by Zach White and number 32, Fuda Shinkawa.
I was about to say, Fuda Shinkawa is just going to have to, the equation's really going to need to factor in here tonight in order for them to stop number 23.
There's the snap. Handoff goes to Husky. He runs right up the middle and is wrapped up around the legs by number 36. That's Bennett Perkins.
And also, I believe number 13, Matthew Hugg, might have been in there at the end as well.
That's enough to move the chains for the Goblins. They now have the ball at the Bruins' 28-yard line, 1st and 10 for Harrison. 7:38 and counting on the clock. Harrison leads 7-6. Handoff fake. This time Johnson keeps it, and he runs right across the 20-yard line. They're going to place it probably right at the 20. So the Goblins are once again in the red zone in the Bruin territory.
Pretty good march cone here. That actually fooled me too. I just assumed the ball was going to number 23 again.
Here's Johnson under center. There's the snap. Little shovel pass. Goes to Husky. He runs to the left side of the field and is brought down after about maybe a 1-yard gain.
Now, it's probably going to be good for the first down, but that's actually good to see them bring him down because those sweep runs, the running out to the right or the left, are the ones that have been costing them the most yardage at this point.
What a crowd out here. 1st and 10 for the Harrison Goblins from the Bruins 17-yard line. There's the snap. Handoff. Nope. Johnson keeps that one, and he gets nothing going on that one. He's met immediately right at the line of scrimmage on that attempted quarterback keep.
Yeah, good job on the defense sniffing that one out and keeping him honest. Number 33 for the offense just went off to the side. He's been Brooks Both is also a bit of a blocker for him, I've noticed. They kind of rely on him at the fullback position or sometimes at the tight end position to lay some blocks.
Johnson under center. He's going to keep it, looking to pass, passing straight down into the end zone. He has a man out there. He says, yes, touchdown. Wow. Interesting. At first, he said that it was incomplete, but then he came back and changed his mind and said, no, it is a touchdown. That was number 23, Gabe Husky. In the right? No, 27, number 7. There we go. Riley Jones.
That was an impressive pass and catch right there. He hit him on the run, just threw it right out of the reach of the defender. I didn't see who was on the defense there.
Looked like Grant Pena. No.
I did not see who was back there.
Their kick is up, and the extra point attempt is good. So the Goblins now leading this one 14-6 with 6:15 left in the first quarter. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. The Goblins leading this one 13-6 over the Bruins. There's the kick from the Goblins. It's received by Merritt Jones of Pulaski Academy. He takes a knee at the 25-yard line.
It's 14-6, I believe.
14-6. I'm sorry. They had the score wrong here on the... I'm not sure how that even happens. We have the scoreboard on the there it goes. It's correct now. It's interesting that I don't even know how that happens because the two are tied together. I looked up at our monitor that shows what everyone sees on the live stream, and it said 13-6, but of course the scoreboard was right. So
apologies for the confusion for those watching.
Hey, it happens. Now the Bruins back in the offensive mode. Bratcher in the shotgun. Everyone pulled in close this time. Handoff goes to Kelly running the left side of the field. He's at the 30, comes across to about the 32 before he is stopped. Looks like that'll be a gain of about 6. Yeah, looks like about 6. It'll bring 2nd and 4.
Well, and Wes Coleman was out there doing some good blocking, and unfortunately, he just couldn't get around him and pretty much almost ran over him. Pick up an extra yard.
Next play, Bratcher has the snap. He's under pressure, running to the right side. The pass is out there, and it's into the waiting arms of Jaden Kelly, who runs out of bounds at about the Harrison 25-yard line. Wow, what a pass. That was under pressure. I don't think that he was looking for Kelly to be a receiver on that play.
He's not where he would, as far down the field as he was. I think Kelly realized he just needed to go out and get open, use his speed, which he did.
Wow. So the Bruins, of course, pick up the first down. They're now at the 29-yard line in Harrison territory. There's the snap. Looking to pass. He's going to scramble out of the pocket. The pass is out there. and it's complete. Didn't quite see who that was that received
I
it.
believe that was number 10.
Oh, okay, Cobb.
Yep, Andrew Cobb picked up the first down there. And Bratcher did a good job of stepping up in the pocket. He sensed a little bit of pressure coming on from his right side. And
rightly so. So now here's Bratcher again in the shotgun. He has Kelly to his right. No, Kelly's going to receive the snap this time. He's going to keep it, run to the left side, run up the middle, and he gets wrapped up just outside the 10-yard line. But that will give them second down and about 2 yards to go.
And that was a good job just trying to keep him honest. And, Bratcher's been throwing so well, and I think they've ran maybe 2 running plays at this point, so might as well keep them on their toes.
Now Bratcher's in the shotgun again, but he has Kelly to his left and Isarius Woods to his right. This time the handoff goes to Woods, who runs to the left side of the field and is stopped at about the 2-yard line. That'll bring up first and goal for the Bruins.
Good to see Isarius Woods back out there making a difference. He was out sick last week. He got a little bit of play time. He wasn't out, but he was in no condition to actually be out there.
No, he wasn't. The same formation. This time the snap goes to Woods. He carries it to the left side of the field, and he's in there. Touchdown, Isarius Woods for the Bruins.
He took a lick on his way in, but he certainly found the end zone there, which is what they needed.
He certainly did. 4:35 remaining in the first quarter. The Bruins are up. Let's see if they kick this one or try for the 2-point conversion again. It's a rowdy crowd tonight, and I love it. Don't you love it? Yeah, we love it. Looks like they are going for 2. There's the snap to Bratcher. He's looking to pass to the left side. There's the pass, and he was looking to hit J.D. White, but he was covered up by 2 defenders just inside the end zone, so that 2-point conversion again is no good. The Bruins trailing behind the Goblins by 2, 12-14, 4:35 remaining in this first quarter.
Well, that's kind of pretty much what they needed right there, is just to strike right back just as quickly and keep them off balance, hit them with the run a couple of times, especially at the end there, the goal line, just to show them, hey, you can't stop us either.
Right. It's good to see that the Bruins out there, just like you said, striking back. That last scoring drive for the Bruins was a 6-play, 74-yard drive that resulted in a 2-yard touchdown run by Isarius Woods. Took 1 minute and 40 seconds off the clock.
Well, and assuming the Bruins do not recover the onside kick here, I expect to see some changes on defense to adjust for what we've seen so far.
Looks like Von Seelig is coming out to kick this one back off for the Bruins. This time again, he'll place the ball on its belly horizontally, but it is on a tee. Von Seelig, freshman, just joined the team a couple of weeks ago. There's the kick. It takes a nice spin right out about the 47-yard line on the Harrison side of the field. One of the Bruins had a beat on that ball, but he was hit hard before he could get his hands on it.
That was Zach White, and he took a lick from number 23 himself, Gabe Husky, who apparently is just all over the field tonight.
4 minutes, 33 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Of course, this game has some attention from the Brandon Burlsworth Foundation. We'll go over that here in just a moment. There's the snap. Johnson with the keep. Runs it straight up the middle and is tripped up in the Bruin territory at about the 45-yard line. The movie Greater tells the story of former Harrison Goblin, Arkansas Razorback, and Indianapolis Colt Brandon Burlsworth. Amid outstanding national reviews, the inspirational film had a long run in theaters across the country. It's now available on DVD. For tonight's game, the Brandon Burlsworth Foundation will recognize a player of the game from both teams. This award is given in recognition for outstanding performance on the football field and for doing it the Burls way. This time it was a shovel pass. It goes to Husky. He runs it up to about the Bruins' 35-yard line. It'll move the chains for a first down for Harrison.
I mentioned the blocking, the excellent blocking that Harrison seems to do. And right there, I didn't catch who it was, but one of their linemen laid out one of the Bruin players who then fell into another, who fell into another. It was a bit of a domino effect there, unfortunately.
It was Matthew Hugg with the stop. This time number 12 with the key, Ben Johnson. He runs to the left side of the field, and he does not make it across the line of scrimmage that time.
That was number 14.
It was.
Very, very angry
Jake Terry.
Seems a little frustrated. And
he's tired. He's tired of letting them get past him.
Nope. Said no, sir. Not this time.
So that'll be 2nd down and 12 yards to go for the Goblins. .327 and counting on the clock. The Goblins lead by 2, 14-12. There's the snap. Looking to pass. The pass is out there. He has a man downfield. He was not able to reach it. That pass was intended for Riley Jones. It was just about 3 yards away from him before he wasn't able to reach that one.
I cannot tell if that's Clay James or Trent Sawyer on the coverage there.
I think that's Trent Sawyer.
Trent Sawyer, number 9 on the coverage. So now a big play here. Might be the biggest play of the game so far. Got a 3rd and long.
3rd and 12 for the Goblins. They have the ball on the Bruins' 37-yard line, and the Bruin faithful are making a lot of noise. This time Johnson in the shotgun, looking to pass. There's the pass. It's complete, but it's still behind the line of scrimmage, and there they are stopped. So he gained about 4 yards, but not enough. That'll bring up 4th down and 9 yards to go for the Goblins.
They sent Husky in motion across the middle, and he just kind of draw off a few defenders. There was actually an attempted screen to the left side, a little tight end screen, but luckily the Bruins were able to sniff it out and bring him down. It looks like the Harrison Goblins are digging deep into their bag of tricks tonight.
Again, Johnson in the shotgun. He has 3 receivers to the right. There's the snap. He's looking to pass. Lots of pressure, and he's going to be sacked at the way back at the Goblins' 45-yard line for a big loss.
That was a tremendous play right there.
That was huge. I mean, they sent, I think, maybe 6 players up the middle, and I mean, they were fighting their way through. And Clinton Wilson was finally able to break through. He had a few other Bruins back there, but he brought him down all by himself. And
Clinton Wilson, the star of that drive, that's for sure.
Well, and you could see a little panic in the quarterback's eyes when he realized that his
Now take a look at this. This is something you honestly don't see very often, is the Bruin fans up on their feet.
Yes.
They really don't, and I don't know why it is, but that's the truth. All right, now once again in the shotgun. Here's Bratcher. He has Woods. Excuse me. Wow, lots of movement with that ball. Back and forth, back into the hands of Bratcher. He's going to run it across the 50 himself, and he's forced out of bounds at the Goblins' 45-yard line. Go ahead and tell me, how do you describe that
flea
one?
Flicker.
Flea flicker. There you go.
They pitched it once, and then pitched it backward once to a man in motion, then again to another man in motion, and then he pitched it back to the quarterback who was looking for an open man downfield, but he was being rushed, so he just picked up the free yardage that he could and gave him 2nd down and 5th. What you got for it, Bruce?
That's a DFF, a double flea flicker.
Double flea flicker. Here's Bratcher in the shotgun. Has Jaden Kelly to his left side. Handoff goes to Kelly. He gives him a little shove up the middle, and he gains about 2 yards. That'll be 3rd down and about 3 yards to go for the Bruins.
That was a good job by Kelly to pick up the yardage that he did. He looked like he might have been stopped at the line of scrimmage. It was a bit of a draw play, which don't really see a whole lot of out of the Bruins. So
this time Bratcher has an empty set. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. There's the snap. He has a pass out there on the left side intended for J.D. White at about the 32-yard line, but it's incomplete. He was being defended by Tyler Lovell.
I think Bratcher's a little wound up right now because that ball was just a bit overthrown. We've seen that out of him a few times this year. And very rarely does he underthrow a receiver. Almost always it seems like he just puts a little too much muscle on it.
That loud crowd you're hearing is from Harrison. There's the snap. Pass is out there, and it's complete. Not even sure who that is.
That was Henry.
That's Hudson.
That's Hudson. Okay, he makes it across all the way down to the 25-yard line and picks up the 1st down, dragging 2 of the Goblins on his back to do it.
I mean, Bratcher did not hesitate. That was a bullet right up the middle, and he found his old reliable, old faithful himself, Hudson Henry.
He was stopped by number 38 of the Goblins. It's Bryant Ulrich. Here's Bratcher. Has the snap, and he hands it off immediately to Mason Cobb. He runs it straight up the middle and is stopped at about the 15-yard line. And that, let's see, yes, that's another first down for the Bruins.
Well, and once again, that crowd got real quiet. On the other side got real quiet after that big first down pickup. And, it's got to be frustrating for them. But we talked about at the start of the game, this is what the Bruins do.
It certainly is. Bratcher with an empty set. He has 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. There's the snap. He's going to run it to the right side. Nope, he's handing it off to Mason Cobb. Kind of tricked me on that one. Let's see. He's going to only pick up about a yard on that play.
If that. Yep.
Looks like it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, and he was able to fight his way forward for that yard. He was stopped initially at the line of scrimmage.
So the Bruins on the, is that right, 13-yard line. 2nd and 9 yards to go. There's the snap, looking to pass to the left side. The pass is out there. It's complete to Henry. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
A little bit of weaving there. He made 3 different defenders, 2 miss, and then dragged the 3rd one in the end zone with him and kind of shook him off at the end. A little shimmy just to break free.
A little shake and shimmy. Hey, folks, send us your thoughts on the game tonight. Tell us what you think, and most importantly, tell us where you are. Love to find out. There's folks outside the state. But we love to hear from you inside the state, too. Send us a text message at 501-570-6464. Once again, it's 501-570-6464. There's the snap. Bratcher looking to pass. It's complete. Back to Henry in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. So with 1 minute, 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter, the Bruins take the lead 20-14. Let's go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Take the lead 20-14. That last offensive drive for the Bruins resulted in a 7-play, 50-yard drive that lastly ended up with Braden Bratcher passing to Hudson Henry. Took 1 minute and 50 seconds off the clock. Now we have Von Seelig back out there again, has the ball on a tee on its belly. He's going to kick it again. Here comes the kick. It's going to scramble across the 50-yard line. It's caught immediately by Brecken Duck. No, excuse me, that's incorrect. It's Champ Sailors of the Harrison Goblins right at the 50-yard line. Folks, the Fine Arts Department invites you to attend Pulaski Academy's annual Frosty Follies on Wednesday, December 5th. The art show begins at 6:30 p.m. The band, choir, and theater performances will begin at 7. Don't forget to mark that one on your calendars and join us. It is always a fantastic event. Shows off all aspects of the Fine Arts Department. There's the snap to Johnson. The shovel pass to Gabe Husky. He runs to the left side of the field and is stopped after about a 2-yard gain. That'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Looks like they just decided to go right back to their workhorse and don't try anything real fancy. Just try to find that corner with your big man. The Bruins look like they've kind of figured it out at this point. It's just a matter of actually bringing him down.
Here's Johnson under center. Handoff again, goes to Husky. Looks like he was stopped right at the line of scrimmage this time. It's 3rd down and 8.
Got a score update for y'all. It's Little Rock Christian 21, Morrilton nothing with 6 minutes left in the first quarter.
Third down and 8. 16 seconds and counting left in the first quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock. Johnson in the shotgun. He has the snap, looking to pass. The pass is out there. It's complete to the arms of Husky, and he gets stopped 2 yards shy of the first down.
That was a very, very, very good job by Grant Pino to realize that that was going to be a running back screen. Husky was just a little too open initially, and Pino just chased him down.
We've got a friend in the press box.
What is a wasp doing in
Let's go ahead and take a break. That's the end of the first quarter. The Bruins lead 20-14. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. Joining us just a few seconds late because we went to break a little bit late. But that last play was basically fourth down that did not get converted.
Good news on both accounts. I stopped the fourth down conversion, and we got rid of the wasp.
That's true. Yeah, we did get to. And yeah, it's like you said. It's November. What are we doing with a wasp in the studio? But you know,
Apparently didn't get the memo.
yeah, he was hanging out in here for the last month, and he didn't realize it was cold outside. Now the Bruins back on offense. They're from their own 42-yard line. There's the snap to Bratcher. A little shovel pass complete to. That's number 24 out there. That's Caleb Nichols. Good to see him out.
Picks up about a 14-yard, 13-yard gain for the first down into the Goblin territory right at the 45-yard line.
First down for the Bruins.
He did a little bit of bobbing and weaving there. Excellent job to pick up that yardage.
Looks like Caleb Nichols is going to stay out there on the right side of Bratcher. Bratcher in the shotgun. There's the snap. He's looking to pass. Lots of time. Offensive line giving him some help. There's the pass, and it's complete to Henry at about the 32-yard line. That's another first down for the Bruins.
Bratcher did a good job of weaving, but he took a look at the end, as did Henry there. Goblins are certainly making them think a little bit, even when they're having successful plays.
11:28 on the clock left in the second quarter, just getting this one started. This time Bratcher has one receiver to the left side, two to the right. The little lateral pass to Kelly, and he wasn't able to move anywhere with it. He was covered up immediately. Don't think he made any movement on that one. He might have picked up a yard.
I have never seen that play before.
That was the
faked
quarterback
the option to the right, and then just kind
he
of
started trying to block.
Underhand, well, he faked the option to the right and underhanded pitched it to the left, and then tried to block before the ball was even left his hands.
This time Bratcher has Kelly on his left side. He has twins on either end. There's the snap. Looking to pass. Looking to the right side. Looking back to the left. Running to the left now. He's going to keep it himself. He's across the 30, the 25, and slides down at the 20 and is hit hard as he is sliding. The crowd does not appreciate that at all.
No, we're certainly looking for a flag out there, and understandably so. I mean, it was pretty obvious he was sliding and still took a look. Like I said, they're making sure to put a hit on him every time. And the referees have decided to swallow the whistle.
So the Bruins did get the first down thanks to Bratcher in that quarterback keep. 10:33 remaining in the second quarter. And the officials don't appreciate the movement on the Harrison side of the ball that time. Oh, excuse me. I'm incorrect. They say it's a false start against the Bruins.
I'm not so sure about that. It looked like it might have been a bit of an encroachment, but they're going to penalize the Bruins for that. So looking at first down and 15 from the 25-yard line of Goblin territory. don't think it'll phase him too much.
I don't believe so. Bratcher with an empty set. 3 receivers right, 2 left. There's the snap. Looking to pass. There's the pass. Complete to Henry. He's crossed the 20, the 15, the 10. There's a flag in the backfield. 5, touchdown. Let's see where this flag comes into play.
I'm afraid that one of the linemen might have been too far ahead of his position, because they were out in front of Henry almost after he caught the ball. And unfortunately, one of the rules is they can't be, I'm not sure the exact yardage, but they can't be too far in front of the receiver, or I'm sorry, in front of the offensive line of scrimmage, rather.
Let's see. We do have a mic on the referee. Let's see if we hear him tonight. No? No, we don't.
Yep. They said ineligible receiver.
Ineligible receiver on the Bruins. How is our...
I guess he wasn't, he was either on the line of scrimmage and... Well, they got a little bit more work cut out for him. That tacks on another 2 yards, because the penalty is from where the flag was thrown.
So they'll place the ball at the 30-yard line. It's now first down and 20 yards to go for the Bruins.
Sorry, it was 5 more yards.
Bratcher again with an empty set. 4 receivers to the right. Pass complete to Nate Cumming. He's brought down immediately. There is a flag out there.
It's either going to be holding on the Bruins or it's going to be a face mask. I'm not sure. Yeah,
he's pointing to the Bruins.
That's 3 straight penalties.
Holding against the Bruins.
Goodness. 4 straight penalties, I'm sorry. No, 3 straight penalties.
Yeah, and he looked to the Harrison sidelines to make sure they want to keep that. They said, yes, go ahead and enforce that one. Yeah, we do have a mic on him. There we go. He just has to turn it on every once in a while. So now they have the ball placed just inside the 40-yard line. First down and 30 to go. There's the snap to Bratcher, again with an empty set, looking to pass. He's got lots of pressure, and he's got nothing to do. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to lose about 3 yards after that one.
That's got to be frustrating for the defensive or the offensive side, the offensive head coach. They weren't blitzing or anything. They just able to get in between the offensive line and bring him down.
So they're going to, looks like they're going to try the same play, but they're spinning it around the other direction. So now, again, Bratcher approaches with an empty set. He has 4 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Oh, he's going to keep it, run it straight up the middle himself, only for a gain. Was that a punch at the end?
I did not see it, but
that
getting a little
testy. Not sure what was going on there. He only picked up about 3 yards, maybe, about 3 yards. So it's back to 3rd down and 30 yards to go for the Bruins from the Harrison 40-yard line. Bratcher, this time he has Jack Polk to his left side, twins on either end. There's the snap. He's trying to scramble. There's the pass, and it's, in and out of the arms of Merritt Jones.
Well, and that still would have left them at least 4th down and about 14, 15, but at least it would have been manageable. Right now, looking at 4th down and basically 30 yards is certainly a position the Bruins are not familiar with.
No, it is not.
Goblin crowd getting a little loud over there. For some reason, the Bruin crowd is too.
12 seconds on the play clock, 10. Bratcher approaching with an empty set. He has 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. There's the snap. He's looking to pass to the right side, looking back to the left. The pass is way up there. He's got J.D. White in the end zone. No, it's no good. Kind of sailed right between his hands.
It was a little out in front of him. It was hard to tell from our angle, but it was a little out in front of him. He laid out to try to bring that in. And
he certainly did.
I mean, it was pretty much what you expected at this point, an arm punt.
Right, yeah.
Well, and the Goblin crowd is certainly riled up now after that big 4th down stop.
So the Goblins will take possession at the 40-yard line in their own territory. 8 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the first half. The Bruins lead 20-14. Johnson in the shotgun. He's going to fake the handoff and keep to the right side. He has lots of pressure from the Bruins. There's the pass, and it's complete to Colton Shaver. And he's stopped by the Bruins' number 32, Fuda Shinkawa.
That was number 6 on the tackle.
No, 6?
Yeah, that was
Miles Marati.
Did I say that right? No. I cannot. These numbers are...
They are really hard to read.
It's either 6 or 8. I'm pretty sure it's probably 8 because I don't think Miles Marati is going to be out there tonight.
Probably not. It's got to be 8. Clay James. There's the snap. This time he's going to keep it, run it right back up the middle, and he's pulled down by the legs by Matthew Hugg.
That's good enough for that first down, unfortunately, which is really all they're looking for at this point.
Certainly is.
And I know a few hearts skipped a beat out there in that last 4th down attempt. It certainly looked like it could happen.
7:45 remaining in the first half. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Husky, right up the middle. Kind of runs to the right side, and he is stopped shy. Let's see where they're placing this one. Looks like they're going to have it at the Bruins 42-yard line. Be 2nd down, about 4 yards to go.
He shook off a tackler initially who had him stopped right around the line of scrimmage and just was able to drive his way forward to pick up that extra yardage. It's something the Bruins are just going to have to get used to tonight and realize once they get hands on him, they got to bring him down.
2nd down, 4 yards to go for the Goblins. Johnson has the handoff to Husky, runs to the right side of the field, and he's able to pick up the first down. Looks like they'll have the ball stopped at about the 20, just around the 25-yard line. Let's see where they place it. Nope, they're going to place this one at the 28-yard line.
Oh, and he picked up that first down, and he's very good at picking up yards after contact. Actually, I guess that was Husky. Yep.
Johnson under center. Oh, the snap is bobbled. He gets creamed real quickly by Clinton Wilson. And so they're going to lose about 2 yards, maybe even 3 on that one.
Mr. Wilson looking to relive that first sack. And
he certainly is.
I'm not sure if they'll give that to him, but he was certainly in on the making sure he was down. So it's 2nd down and about 12 yards here. It's one thing the Bruins want to try to do is force him into 3rd and long situations if they can stop him here.
Jake Warner joining us in the press box. Good to see him. I haven't seen him in a little while. He's been out on the road. There's the snap to Johnson. He's looking to pass. The pass is in the air. He has a man downfield. It's complete to Husky, and it's a touchdown for the Goblins. He had 2 defenders trailing right behind him, but they could not catch up. Husky showing out that he can catch the ball too.
Yeah, well, and the quarterback took a shot from Bennett Perkins. I mean, he knew he was going to take that. He just let go of it right at the last second there.
With that one, the Goblins have tied this one up at 20. Now they'll try their point after. They have Maxwell Payne, their kicker, back out there. He's going to try to split the upright. There's the snap. Good hold. Kick is up. The kick is good. So the Bruins retake the lead by 1.
No, Goblins.
Oh, excuse me, the Goblins. I'm so used to saying that. The Goblins retake the lead by 1, 21-20. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. Harrison leading by 1, 21-20 here at Pulaski Academy. The Goblins kick off back to the Bruins. It's received at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Bruins will take over next.
Hudson Henry started calling from fair catch as soon as he realized that ball was coming for him. And that seems to be how it works on special teams. If they know the ball is coming for them, it's going to be a little lofty blooper almost. Might as well just take it where you can get it rather than risk fumbling the reception.
Braden Bratcher in the shotgun. He has 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left with an empty set. There's the snap. He's looking to the right side. There's the pass. It's complete to J.D. White. Oh, and after he's hit, the ball comes loose. It's picked up by number 35 of the Goblins, and he's forced out of bounds at about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, J.D. White, I mean, he was thinking too much when he caught that ball. He was trying to figure out which way he was going to go with it, and he just took a lick, and next thing he knew, that ball was on the ground.
That was Hunter Holtby. He was hit hard enough to knock the ball loose, and the Goblins were able to make some positive effort on that one.
Yeah, pick it up and take it down another 20 yards before getting pushed out of bounds by Bratcher.
That's crazy. Now they have the ball back at the Bruins territory right at the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal for the Harrison Goblins. There's the snap. Johnson with the keep. Now he's going to flick the ball over to his man, Husky. He gets it into the end zone for another touchdown for the Harrison Goblins. 5:35 remaining in the second quarter.
That's certainly a momentum shifter there. I mean, the last thing you ever want to see is your quarterback getting tackles recorded. That's never a good sign. And
no, it is
fortunately, that's just what happened to the Bruins. And Goblins smelled a little blood and were able to punch it in right away.
Let's see. Maxwell Payne out there to kick again. Hold is good. The kick is up. The kick is good. So the Goblins 28, Bruins 20. This is not a position that Pulaski Academy is used to being in.
Certainly not. I mean, we saw it in that 3rd game in the season on the road down in Louisiana. And, of course, I think they were down a couple of touchdowns near the end of the game, and they still made a close one. So hopefully they can draw from that experience and, not get shaken up and get back into the game, maybe tie it on this drive here. It's a 1-possession game at this point.
Looks like the referees are making sure everyone is lined up correctly. Ready to kick this one back off to the Bruins. 5:35 remaining in this first half. Harrison leads 28-20. There's the kick. It's a nice little short kick. It's going to be received by J.D. White, and he's going to take a knee at the Bruins' 30-yard line.
Well, J.D. White's showing a little frustration there. He kind of just tossed the ball to the referee, clearly upset with himself, and hopefully he can shake it off here and get back into the right mindset.
I'm going to read through some of these texts I've got real quick. Supporting the Bruins from the Florida Keys. I have Blue Elephant Shaved Ice says, watching from Tampa, Florida. Go Bruins, a former exchange student from Italy who was at PA at the beginning of the PA dynasty. Been following the team ever since. Thanks to y'all for the streams. You are quite welcome. There's the snap to Bratcher. He's looking to pass to the left. It's complete to Kelly. He's across the 30, across the 35, the 40, 45, the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, and he's forced out of bounds after a nice little run.
A jaunt, if you will.
A jaunt, yeah. He wasn't even in full Kelly sprint mode yet. He was just kind of out for a jog, it looked like. He made it look easy. He picks up the first down. The Bruins are easily into the Harrison end of the field. They have the ball at the 33-yard line, 1st and 10. Bratcher has the snap. He's passing across to, oh my goodness. He passed across. It was into the hands of Henry, but he was hit by 2 of the defenders at once, and the ball fell, so they called that an incomplete pass. We're lucky they did.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a sandwiching, but yeah, he did not have control of that ball. It popped out of his grasp before he could really actually get it in his grasp. Don't want to say he had it because then, don't want him thinking another way.
Absolutely not. Bratcher again with an empty set. 2 receivers on the left side, 3 to the right. There's man in motion. There's the snap. He's going to keep it this time, running straight up the middle and back to the left side, around the referee and out of bounds, picking up the first down himself, just shy of the 20-yard line.
Bratcher showed good patience there, waiting for his blockers to get in place, and did a little dipsy doodle, if you will, out of the way. At least one defender may have even used the referee as a blocker at one point.
I've never seen that one. 5 minutes and 14 seconds remaining in this first half. Thank you, sir. There's the snap. It goes directly to Kelly, runs to the right side. He's pushing through the line and is finally stopped at about the 15-yard line. That's a pickup of about 7. It'll be 2nd down and 4.
The Bruins are certainly on the move. I think the offense has just decided they're going to tired of this messing around, showing what we can do.
Bratcher this time has Kelly to his left, twins on either side. He was able to draw them off sides, but no call. Handoff goes to Kelly, and he's in the end zone. Count it. Jaden Kelly with the touchdown, just like that, straight up the middle. I don't think he was touched.
That was Chase McCarver, who picked up a blitzing, I didn't see who it was, a blitzing Goblin on the right side, and I mean, he just shoved him out of the way and just opened up that huge gap. Good job, Mr. Carver, and good job, Mr. Kelly, finding that opening.
Chase's mom, always supporting the Bruins, of course, but she was having to watch the game from away last week. Hope she's doing all right. This time, handoff goes to Mason Cobb. I'm not sure he got in there. No, he did not.
He fell down.
That rushing two-point conversion is no good. 4:39 remaining in the first half. Bruins still behind by 2, 26-28. Harrison leading this one. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. That last scoring drive for the Bruins was a 5-play, 70-yard drive, resulted in a 16-yard touchdown run by Jaden Kelly. It took 56 seconds off the clock. What a great day to be a Bruin right now, but I tell you, they've still got some work to do.
Yeah.
They want to try and take that lead in the next 4 minutes, so that they can go into the locker room feeling a little bit better about themselves.
With the lead, yeah. Well, yeah, they're certainly showing some resilience. They've had a frustrating couple of drives, and they responded with that touchdown drive. Good to see that.
Here's number 8. It's Clay James kicking off. He has the ball up on a tee, kind of reversed his. He was standing to the left side of the tee at first and kind of made a hook around it to kick it to the left, and didn't really faze the Goblins there doing that one. It was fielded immediately. They'll take the ball at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, he, of course, made sure not to go past that line of scrimmage this time before kicking it.
He did. He was very careful about it.
I think he was kind of hoping for a bigger hop, or any hop, really. He did not get one there.
Let's see. Go Bruins from El Paso, Texas. Good to hear you. Nice. Thank you for the feedback. Take that to heart. There's the snap. Handoff goes to number 23 again. That's Husky. He runs to the right side of the field. It looks like he might have picked up the first down. Let's see where they place the ball. It looks like he's going to be just inches shy. Yes, he will. That'll be 2nd and inches for the Goblins.
Well, and you say that, the Bruins would like to go in with the lead. I think at this point they might be happy to just have the 2-point deficit. They start with the ball next half, and if they can keep Husky out of the end zone, I think that'll be big for them.
Here's Johnson under center. He's going to hand off again to Husky. He's going to run to the right side. He's at the 35, at the 30, and forced out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. That's another first down for Harrison.
Once again, he's just had a very impressive blocking out in front of him. He was able to find open room. There was no one that was actually making any contact with him at the line of scrimmage.
Goodness. 1st and 10 for the Goblins. 4:28 remaining in the first half. Harrison leads by 2, 28-26 over Pulaski Academy. They have the ball on the Bruins' 27-yard line. Johnson under center. He has 3 receivers to the right side. A little shovel pass goes to Husky. He's going to be forced out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. No, excuse me, that's the 24-yard line. It's about a 4-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, and at this point, stopping him, holding him to 3 yards is, maybe even 4 yards is a big deal because he's certainly finding running room every time he touches that ball.
Second down, 6 yards to go for Harrison. Johnson in the shotgun this time. There's the snap. He's going to keep it, run it straight up the middle. He's at the 10, he's at the 5. Touchdown, Harrison.
There was no one out. I mean, the middle of the field was completely empty. I'm not sure if there was miscommunication by the defense or what happened there, but there was no one there to stop him. I didn't see Husky on the field. He had number 24 to his Colin Ballard was to his right, and then number 33, Brooks Both, was to his left. And I guess maybe the Bruins defense was just confused by still trying to find Husky and cover him on the sidelines.
Here's Maxwell Payne again to kick the point after. There's the snap. It's kind of a bounce on the hold, but he got it down, and the kick is good. So now the Goblins lead 35-26 over the Bruins. 4 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. I was able to hear from Hudson Henry's grandmother. She says she just saw Hudson Henry make a touchdown and then a 2-point conversion. What a player and what a young man. Pulaski Academy looks good. Thanks for watching. That kickoff is back to the Bruins. Looks like they're going to take the ball at the 16-yard line for their next drive.
And Hudson Henry fumbled the attempted fair catch there. Luckily it bounced out of bounds, and at this point, I think those are the type of breaks that the Bruins are going to need tonight.
There's a nice, it rained fairly hard earlier today, but there's a nice mist that is kind of settled over the stadium. Looks like it's gotten thicker over the last hour. Bratcher, there's the snap. He's looking to the right side to pass. The pass is complete to Henry. He brings it in, and he's brought down immediately right at the 27-yard line. That'll move the chains. First down for the Bruins.
Once again, the Bruins just need to go back to their usual targets to get back into this game, which is what they did right then.
Jaden Kelly to the left side of Bratcher. Bratcher has 1 receiver to the left, 3 to the right. In the shotgun, there's the snap. Handoff immediately goes to Kelly. He's right up the middle, picks up about 5 yards. He's going to be stopped at the 34-yard line. That'll bring up second down and about 3 yards to go for the Bruins.
Well, and this is the first time since that game in Louisiana that the Bruins are 2 possessions behind.
There's the snap again. He's looking to the right side to pass. There's the pass. It's complete to Kelly. He's across the 40, the 45, and he's forced out of bounds at the 47-yard line. No, he's going to give him a yard, so it looks like 49. They'll place it there at the 49-yard line, and that's a first down.
That's a good job by Ender Cobb to turn around and pick up the block when he realized he was not going to be the man receiving the ball there.
Bruins are on a march now if they can just keep it going for another 50 yards. There's the snap. Bratcher looking to pass. He's having to scramble out of the pocket. Lots of pressure. The pass is up there, and it is caught by J.D. White, but it's out of bounds. He was covered up by Tyler Lovell.
I think at that point he was just making sure the referees didn't find an excuse to throw a flag for intentional grounding.
Sure.
Hey, I'm a receiver. I'm in the area.
Right.
The area being 3 yards out of bounds, but
Bratcher again in the shotgun. He has Caleb Nichols to his right side this time. Pitch goes to Nichols. He runs to the right side of the field. He's across the 45. Picks up if that's not a first down, it'll be 1 yard to go. Let's see.
About a 2 yard shot.
2 yards?
Yeah.
So that'll be third down. 2 yards to go for the Bruins from the Harrison 44-yard line. Bratcher with an empty set. There's the snap. He's looking to pass. There's the pass. It's complete to Henry. He's across the 35, across the 30. Looks like the official saw him step out of bounds at the 32-yard line. That's enough to move the chains. First down for the Bruins. Just grinding it out.
I mean, that's what they're going to have to do at this point. The Goblins seem to be keeping men deep to prevent the bombs that we saw last week. Clearly, they've done some research.
They certainly have. 2:44 remaining in this first half. Harrison leads 35-26 over Pulaski Academy. Bratcher, correction, that's Kelly. Receives the snap. He hands off to Bratcher. Bratcher's going to pass. It was intended for J.D. White, but he was forced out of bounds before he even had his hands on the ball. No flag.
They were lucky enough to get that play off. Bratcher was one of the Goblin players immediately sniffed that one out.
That was Hunter Holtby with the stop.
On the clock has, speaking of stop, the clock has stopped at 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in the half.
The Bruins have the ball on the Harrison 32-yard line.
Looks like
Kelly's lined up. Nope, looks like Bratcher will be taking the snap. Pass goes across to J.D. White. He's across the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Bruins.
They saw something. The coaches saw something. They
right
decided.
There. They certainly did.
I mean, I don't know if that was an audible or what, but they saw something on that left side, and because they've been hitting that right side pretty hard. And I guess they just saw, them playing that far off of J.D. White.
2 minutes, 31 seconds remaining in this first half. The Bruins now 32, Harrison 35. Looks like the Bruins are going to go for two again.
I mean, at that point, it's, probably a pretty good decision.
Handoff goes to Mason Cobb. He's trying to push it up the middle, and nothing is having it. So the two-point conversion is no good. We'll keep the score at 32-35. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. Talking about Braden Bratcher, quarterback. He was recognized as Player of the Week by the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette at the Little Rock Touchdown Club this week. That last scoring drive for the Bruins was an 8-play, 84-yard drive that resulted in a 32-yard touchdown pass from Braden Bratcher to J.D. White. Took 1 minute and 45 seconds off the clock. And that's just what the Bruins are going to have to do to stay in this one and make the Goblins think twice.
I think we're in a track meet.
I think you're right.
We're going to need to get a turnover to recover this onside kick. It wouldn't hurt.
Savannah Goodwin has the ball teed up at the 40-yard line, teed up upright. There's the kick. Nice little bounce. Oh, and the ball comes loose, and it's recovered by the Bruins. It's recovered by number 32, Fuda Shinkawa.
Excellent kick by Savannah Goodwin there. I mean, we saw that out of her last week. Eventually it's going to pay off. Those hops, I mean, they just, the return man or the attempting return man, I mean, he tried to jump on that ball midair like we saw happen last week, and he just could not come up with it. And Fuda Shinkawa just, as quick as he is, was able to get in there and bring it and come up with it.
That is exactly what the Bruins needed right now. Bratcher again in the shotgun. This time he has 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. He's going to scramble to the right side. He's looking to pass. No, he's going to keep it and run out of bounds in Bruin territory at about the 48-yard line. That's still a gain of about 4 yards. No, 3 yards, excuse me.
Yeah, that was not quite in Bruin territory. It was.
No, that's on Bruin's side of the ball.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no. I thought I had in my head you said Goblins.
Yeah. Again, Bratcher with an empty set. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. There's the snap. Again, running to the right side. He's looking. He's got lots of pressure, and he's going to be brought down. He might have gained a yard on that still.
That was a dangerous play. He did not have that ball wrapped up when the contact was initially made. He did tuck it in at the last second, but they've done that. Roll out to the right on the weak side twice now.
Okay, so here's what's interesting. They moved the marker on the far side of the field. The side judge moved up. They placed the ball, and then he moved back. There's the snap. He rolls out of the pocket. He's looking to pass. The pass is out there. It's complete to Mason Cobb. He's across the 30, 45, the 50, the 40, back across the other side of the field, and is stopped.
But not till after he gets the first down.
He got the first down. I'm sorry, I was distracted by the lights. I don't know if you saw him through here. There was a ambulance or fire truck right out in the parking lot.
Well, and number 2 for the defense was looking for a flag. I believe he was thinking he got blocked in the back.
Bratcher in the shotgun. He has the snap. He's looking to pass. He's looking. He has a man open. He's got it. That's Henry in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
Henry was calling for that ball at about the 20-yard line. and then Bratcher saw him, and he waited a second. He figured, okay, he is open.
1 minute, 25 seconds remaining in this first half, and the Bruins take the lead again, 38-35 over Harrison, right when they needed it most.
Normally we hear the old phrase, you don't want the Bruins, keep the ball out of the Bruins' hands, that offense. This time it looks like they're trying to keep the ball out of the Goblin hands. That's what's going to win the game.
That is very true. Bratcher in the shotgun. He has the snap. He's looking to pass. The pass is out there, and it's complete. No, it's not. It was right into the arms of Merritt Jones, and I don't know if somebody knocked it out from behind or what, but it looked like he had it right in the breadbasket.
He did. It was a little bit behind him, but still, it's a ball he should have come up with. He kind of bobbled it. Unfortunately, he's having not a great night. Yeah. That's 2 of them he's bobbled.
Well, folks, let's look at the other game to look at. Whoever wins this one is going to the state championship, and this other game as well. Little Rock Christian playing at Morrilton. Little Rock Christian currently leads in the second quarter. Get this, 42-14.
Goodness gracious, that Justice Hill, I imagine, is probably having a bit of a night out there.
I can imagine so. So 42-14 in the second quarter alone. That's impressive.
Yeah. Well, see Savannah Goodwin come back out there. She's certainly earned it.
She certainly has. That last scoring drive for the Bruins was a 4-play, 55-yard drive that resulted in a 37-yard touchdown pass from Braden Bratcher to Hudson Henry. It took 1 minute and 6 seconds off the clock. 1:25 remaining in the second quarter. The Bruins lead 38-35 over Harrison. Savannah Goodwin placing the ball upright this time on a tee at the 40-yard line.
She gave the troops their marching orders.
Certainly did. Let's see if she can do it again. There's the kick. Takes a nice bounce, but the referee doesn't like something out there. There's the flag.
They're saying she stepped across the line before kicking it. She stepped across the line of scrimmage or the line of kicking, whatever it's called.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I'm not sure if the other coaches have noticed something about that, because the referees have certainly been vigilant.
Yeah, I imagine they told him to look for something. I'm not sure.
Coach Kelly is not happy because that was a well-placed kick.
He is, Coach Kelly is having a nice friendly discussion with one of the referees there.
Getting very.
Last week we saw Coach Kelly mimic the non-catch of a football that they called a catch in the end zone as he flopped onto the ground and let the ball roll out. And so now the side judge is running over to have a discussion with the referee. Like I said earlier tonight, they have a job ahead of them.
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out, Coach Kelly was having a conversation. It seemed cordial with one of the defenders. I'm not sure if he was trying to get him to agree with his position. I don't think he's going to fall
Here's
for it,
the replay.
Coach.
Let's see what happens
Well,
here.
we can't see.
Now,
They had thrown the flag as soon as they left her foot.
Right. It would be right at the beginning of that play. So now we have 3 officials hovering around the 50-yard line. White hat looks like he's going to come over and talk to Coach Kelly, see if we can
get some clarification.
Yeah.
Do we have any text out there?
I don't know. Let's see.
Let us know what you think about the refereeing job here.
Yeah.
Hashtag PA Bruins or on Twitter, or you can text us at 501-570-6464.
They're still having a discussion about it.
Let us know what you had for Thanksgiving. Did you have
you know what's interesting is I love finding out the non-traditional things that people traditionally have. Like what do you have every year at your family gathering that's not, your typical turkey dressing cranberry sauce?
Yeah.
So they did decide to go ahead and place the ball at the 35-yard line, and Savannah Goodwin has it teed up. The ball is upright. She's going to kick again. Here she goes. There's the kick. It takes a nice little bounce up in the air, and the Bruins have it. It's Fudashinkawa again with the recovery. That's 2 in a row for Fudashinkawa.
Same foot, same receiver.
Same foot, same receiver. Incredible job by that pair. First down from their own 49-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bruins. 1 minute, 21 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, and the Bruins are licking their chops right now. The defenders, they've had that defense out there for 2 different drives, and just looking to put one more on them here. Another touchdown.
Braden Bratcher with an empty set. He has 3 to the right, 2 to the left. There's the pass. It's complete to Mason Cobb. He runs across the 40-yard line and is forced out of bounds at the 37-yard line. That'll move the chains. First down for the Bruins.
Well, and the key to those plays is to, when you throw a wide receiver screen, you want your other receivers to do good blocking. And Mary Jones and J.D. White were both out there picking up their men and giving Cobb that extra running space.
Bratcher again with an empty set. There's the snap. He's going to keep it this time, run it up the middle. He's got a blocker. He's at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. And let's see, no, not the touchdown, but he's stopped right at the 1-yard line. What a play with that quarterback keeper for Bratcher.
For some reason, it looked like Bratcher may have faked a pitch, but I'm not sure who he was pitching to because there was no one.
There's no one there
on his team. Chase McCarver was in front of him, opening up a running lane, but
Mason Cobb comes running out, and in his place, Isarius Woods. He'll be standing to the right side of Braden Bratcher. He's going to punch this one through. You watch. Twins on either side. 58 seconds and counting. There's the snap. Oh, I can't believe what I just saw. He handed it off immediately to Woods, gave him a push from behind right about his shoulder blades, and it really caused him to trip. It looked like the push is what caused him to trip.
You got to give him the shove at the lower back.
At the lower back. He pushed him from the shoulder blades, and he just went straight down. So now they're at the half-yard line, 2nd and goal. Bratcher's going to keep it this time and get it in there himself. Touchdown, Bruins.
I mean, that's got to be a little frustrating for Isarius Woods.
Sure. He wanted that. He did.
He wanted it.
29 seconds remaining in the first half. The Bruins lead 44-35. And
it's now a 2-possession game the other way.
The other direction.
After 2 straight onside kick recoveries, it's literally a 9-point difference, 18-point swing, if you will.
Girl power is what we're being told. It's not. There's Bratcher. He's running. He's trying to get in there. He got it himself. The 2-point conversion, quarterback keep.
That was not intended. Or unplanned.
It was not intended.
Unplanned.
That's their second. Is that their second or third 2-point conversion tonight?
I believe it's just the second.
Second one.
Yeah, they had one that was bobbled and a couple that just didn't go the right way. Mason Cobb. I think Mason Cobb fell down too, just like Azarius Woods, and now it makes me want to go back and watch the replay and see if maybe Braden Bratcher's just so wound up. He's giving them shoves like he's throwing bullets with the passes.
29 seconds remaining in this half. Rushing 2-point conversion is good. That last drive was a 4-play, 52-yard drive that resulted in a 41-yard touchdown run by Braden Bratcher. Took 56 seconds off the clock. Probably going to get in trouble with YouTube.
Well, and looks like
it happens.
Clay James is out there, number 8. See if maybe they can.
He doesn't have a tee with him. He's going to place the ball right on its stitches. The ball is not quite, going alongside the painted lines there. It's kind of at a diagonal.
Yeah.
But before he's able to get that off, he calls. Coach Kelly's going to call timeout. Let's go ahead and take a timeout with them. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. The Bruins lead 46-35, but that's not something we've been able to say all night.
No.
It's kind of gone back and forth between these two, and as we knew that it would. These are two incredibly talented football teams. And now, here is Clay James for the Bruins to kick it away. He has the ball on a tee this time. It's kind of a worm burner, if you will. Runs across all the way down to the 25-yard line, where it runs out of bounds, and so that's where they will be given the ball.
Now they're going to start it at the 35. It was
35.
You kick it out of bounds, it's a penalty. There's our flag for the viewers out there.
Yep.
So, well, and just to recap, 4 minutes of playtime ago, 5 minutes of playtime ago, the Bruins were trailing by 9 points, and now they're leading by 11.
Right.
A 20-point swing, and these are the things you hear the stories about the Bruin offense and the Bruin style of play, but getting to see it and actually happen in person is something else.
Here's the Goblins. Johnson, he has the snap. Pass goes across to number 15. He's going to keep it. He looked to pass himself, but he kept it and picked up about 3 yards on it. That was that Cole Keelan?
It looked like it, yeah. That was a huge play by the Bruins, though, because the clock is still ticking away, and there's 12 seconds.
Now it stops.
They took a
timeout.
Dear sweet time to take a timeout.
They sure did.
There was about 20 seconds left when he went down.
Let's keep it right here a second. Let me go through some of this feedback I have. Let me scroll down here. Texarkana here. Go Bruins. Says, good evening. Latasha Hill listening from New Orleans, Louisiana. She's Coach Anthony Lucas's sister. Let's go Bruins, make a play. That's right. That's what Coach Lucas says all the time. Make a play today.
Love it.
He is, I tell you, I've probably told you before, he is one of the nicest guys. He really is, and he is so authentic. If you ever meet him and you say, wow, that guy is really fake because he's just too happy, no, that really is him. He's so cool about it. Let's see. Jaden Kelly's Uncle Ron, all the way from Jacksonville, Florida. Good to have you. Looks like both teams are ready again. Ben Johnson has the snap. He's looking to pass. He doesn't have a receiver out there, so he has to scramble all over the place. The Bruins have his number. They're going to – oh, no, he's not. He's going to miss his ankle by just a few inches. Then he gets wrapped up, and there's going to be a blocking in the back penalty against the Bruins.
Nope.
Nope, the other way.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, that's not good. Is that 36? That's Bennett Perkins.
He didn't make the tackle. I'm afraid he did not not go down the right way you want to. He's clearly in pain. He's hobbling off right now.
He's getting some help from our trainer, Todd Ross. From Bowen Heffley Orthopedic.
That's going to be the end of the first half. A very exciting first half.
There is a flag on the play. We're going to find out. The team was running off the field. Meanwhile, the White Hat was trying to get their attention. Yeah, the penalty was against. There was a blocking in the back penalty. There's a blocking in the back penalty against Harrison.
And a sideline
warning against Harrison.
Both declined.
And both are declined, so that's the end of the first half. There we go. So our score at halftime, Bruins 46, the Harrison Goblins 35. Stick around. Got a nice interview arranged for Lane Martins and several members of the Pulaski Academy Band. Just a moment. You're listening to Pulaski Academy Bruin Radio on 101.1 FM.
Bruin cheer. And now let's welcome PA Bruin Palm.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's halftime here at Pulaski Academy. The Bruins are hosting the Harrison Goblins, and we're actually pre-recording our halftime interview this evening because we're talking to members of the band, joined by Lane Martins, members of the band. Now, what's the name of the band for at the games?
The Bruin Brigade.
The Bruin Brigade, that's right. Of course, joining me is the director of bands, Lane Martins. Good evening, Lane. Thanks.
Happy to be here, Josh. Thank you.
This is your 6th year with the program. I tell you, it's been a phenomenal change in those 6 years. You know, just watching the band from year to year, stepping out onto the field. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was just astonished how many you've got out there actually, you know, in a marching band formation as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, when I first started here, we had 16, 9 through 12, and we've more than doubled that now. So we're very excited. We get out there, we march out onto the field so people can hear us at halftime. We used to play from the stands. So it's nice to be out there on the field, and the band's just improved so much. It's been a lot of fun.
That's outstanding. Now, we're also joined by Cooper Bradley and Laurel Black. Now, Cooper, how long you're in 10th grade. How long have you been in the band?
Well, I've been in the band about 4 years now. I'm in percussion. Percussion's my favorite section by far. It's really fun. We have the drum line this year. It's gotten really good. It's been fun.
Are you just on the concert band?
Yes, I'm in concert band.
Okay.
Also in the jazz band this year, which is really fun. Really good experience. Really fun to play in.
Now, folks, I'll tell you this much. If you have not heard the Pulaski Academy Jazz Band play, you're really missing out. I had an opportunity a couple of weeks back to attend one of their concerts over at the Murphy Theater, and they really blow me away every time I hear them. Now, Cooper, is the jazz band going to be part of the upcoming Frosty Follies show?
Yes, we will. We will be playing 3 songs during Frosty Follies alongside the choir, the concert band for upper school, beginning band, all the arts department stuff. It's really fun.
Laurel Black is also joining us. She's a senior this year. Laurel, how excited are you to be a part of this band program?
I am thrilled. It's been a really great opportunity to watch the band grow over the years. I only came to PA in 8th grade, so I've been playing with PA for almost 5 years. I played the clarinet and concert band, and then this year I'm the drum major for pep band. But I've really been playing clarinet since 6th grade, so for almost 7 years.
I just want to say Laurel has done a remarkable job as drum major. It's hard to believe this is her first year. She has a terrific command over the ensemble, and there's a lot of pressure that comes with being a drum major, and it's amazing how well she's handled it.
How much training goes into being a drum major?
Not much training at all, actually. They get a little instructional video that goes with their audition, and then they just study and do what they need to do. And then we had 3 different students audition to be drum major this year, and Laurel took the top. But it's a competitive audition, and she did really well. And she's held up here since she became drum major. She's just done a remarkable job. So I've been very, very proud of her for just 1 year as drum major.
Now, being a drum major, as an outsider, it looks like a lot of fun. Is it as much fun as it looks like from the outside?
It really is. It's so much fun.
So what's your favorite part of being a drum major?
Not being in one particular section of the band means I get to connect with every different section of the band, not just the clarinets and the woodwinds as I normally do. So I've been able to get to know every different person in the band, and having that opportunity when the band has grown so much is amazing.
Going back to Mr. Martins, I know that you had served in the Army. Are you still in the Army now?
I am. I play trombone in the National Guard Band here out of Camp Robinson.
That's the 106th Army Band?
Yes.
Outstanding. So, of course, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
And the 106th is always fun to listen to. So tell me about Frosty Follies. It's coming up very soon, isn't it?
Absolutely. Very excited about Frosty Follies coming up. It's on Wednesday, December 5th. 7 o'clock p.m. is when the band, choir, and theater will perform. We hope everybody will come out around 6:30 and check out all the artwork in the lobby. It really does feature every part of the fine arts department here at PA, and it's a lot of fun. It's a wonderful way to kick off the holiday season.
You know, a lot of times you'll see different events around the school where they feature, we have a Shakespeare play not long ago. We have the jazz band concert. You have the choir concerts, but this one actually brings all of the fine arts departments together. Is that very difficult to kind of maneuver that so that everybody is ready for that event at once?
It certainly takes a lot of work, but I work with a great team, and they do really great work. Miss Dudley for the choir and Miss Posey for the theater, and then, of course, Miss Lutz and all the art teachers do a great work. So when everybody does their part, things come together pretty well. And honestly, it's a lot of fun. You know, I understand a lot of people can't make it out to every band concert and every choir concert and every theater performance because there's just so much time. But with Frosty Follies, you just get to come out and support so many of our PA students all at the same time. And it's a really great night for everybody.
How much are tickets to Frosty Follies?
It is free to attend. That's the best part. You don't have to pay anything. Just come out and have a wonderful time.
Oh, super. Well, it's free to attend. It happens on Wednesday, December 5th. The art show starts at 6:30, and then the concert featuring the band, the choirs, all the different bands, the choirs, and the theater, all of the fine arts departments. It kicks off at 7 o'clock. What an exciting time. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, Lane.
Thank you for having us, Josh. It was a lot of fun.
Cooper, Laurel, anyone you want to say hi to back home?
shout out to the Bradley gang.
I'd also like to shout out to my parents, who, all three of them, who normally watch the games, as well as my grandma up in Ohio.
All right, very good. Thanks again so much. Folks, stick around. Just after this quick break, we're going to have some statistics to cover from the first half, and then we're going to look forward to the second half and see what we can expect. You're listening to Pulaski Academy Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy at Joe B. Hatcher Stadium. The Bruins leading at halftime, 46-35. Just got about 8 minutes remaining in halftime. You know, we've got lots of fan feedback that we have piled up here, but first, let's go to the more important thing that we were talking about at halftime. The score at Morrilton. Now, this is a second quarter score. I'll bet they're at halftime by now, but the score was 42-14. Now, Holt, you had some insider information. Where did you find this out?
This is courtesy of Tim Cooper with this is ADG at ADG Tim, and he said,
this is the Arkansas Democrat Gazette.
Yeah, apparently a member of the Morrilton chain gang has been ejected. He is being escorted out of the Devil Dog Stadium.
Oh my!
Yes,
that is not anything I've ever seen. Now I've seen coaches, I've seen players, and I've even seen a fan or two ejected, but I've never seen anyone off the chain gang.
I saw a mascot ejected once.
I'll bet that was fun. That was a fun mascot, though.
Washington Bullets, back before they were the Wizards, the Washington Bullets. We went to a basketball game in Washington, D.C., and I think he kicked the ball into the stands. I think that's what got him.
That would do it.
Yes.
That would do it.
Probably on the chain gang, it's some local that.
Right. Well, you're right.
I mean, years ago, I did some chain gang work for Conway, and I was living there, so I'm sure tonight they had a local, and he might not have been doing
the football type, right?
I was saying,
I mean, I know you've done the other type too, but
beat me to that one.
It was a low-hanging fruit,
But anyway, he did something definitely wrong that shouldn't have been doing it. He might have been shortchanging the chain or something.
Sure.
You can't ever
He
tell.
put a kink in it or something.
Yeah, right. In favor of Marlton, no doubt.
No doubt. Let's see. Let's look at some of this feedback we have from fans. Let's see. We're just back from our Phoenix Thanksgiving trip, back in time to watch the Bruins. I was thinking they might have had a bit too much turkey and dressing yesterday, but they're coming into life and hoping they can run up the score so we go into sportsmanship rules second half. Watching at my home, our parents from Wascom, Texas, me, my husband Brent, Mary Lutz, Upper School Visual Arts. Thanks to all of you for giving us the best seat in the house. Well, you are quite welcome, Mary. And, of course, mentioning once again, you talk about the art department. You can't not talk about Frosty Follies. It's coming up on December 5th right here on the campus at the Connor Performing Arts Center, or the CPAC, if you will. And that is going to be a fun time. It's a free event. Bring the family, bring the kids out. It's a lot of fun, and you get to expose, especially those who aren't used to the great performing arts, the great visual arts, the art program that we have, the fine arts program that we have at Pulaski Academy. They do an excellent job, and if you haven't seen it, you haven't been exposed to that just yet, come on out. Like I said, it's December 5th.
And it's free.
It's free. Doors open at 6:30.
Can't beat that.
You cannot.
Nope.
Let's see here. Also, let's move on down. Play tough, play smart. Go Bruins from Tulsa, Oklahoma, from Brad Frank. Out of the hospital, into our den. Hoping the Bruins win again. Well,
hey.
Gene and Dorcas Baumgartner are poets now. I didn't know it. They say go Bruins. Well, Gene, we are so excited for you that you're out of the hospital, and glad you could join us again tonight. Donna Miller calling from Tucson. There you go. Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson,
Arizona.
A little bit of dyslexia there.
Yeah, that's probably just late night, and I'm going to call it a turkey hangover. But Donna Miller calling from Tucson, Arizona. Andrew Cobb is her grandson. She loves watching the Bruins every Friday night. Go Bruins. Thanks, Donna. I'm not sure I can say that. Can I say that? I don't think I can say that.
Someone disagrees with the decisions that the referees are making.
That's just. They say go Bruins from El Paso, Texas, is what they told us before, and give us some good positive feedback. And they say that they disagree. They respectfully disagree with the referees' decisions. I'm not sure, but I you know what? I can't say that I disagree with you. The Wepleys watching in North Carolina. Good to hear from you, Wepley family. Go Bruins from the McDonald family watching from Boston. Pulaski Academy class of 2010. 2012 and 2022.
Oh my God.
Thank you, McDonald family, for joining us from Boston. Girl power is what we hear. And of course, that one came in earlier as Savannah Goodwin had her second onside kick that was recovered by Fuda Shinkawa there in the first half. And that is true form. Let's see. Little Rock, Arkansas, great game. Go blue and gold. Good job, future Razorback Hudson Henry. You're no kidding there. Go Bruins, watching from Canton, Texas. Let's see. Thankful for the Bruins. Proud of our boys. Signed, Julie Patty. Thanks for joining us again, Julie. Shirley Katie. It's JP and Josh Katie's grandmother. She's watching the game from Pleasant Valley, Missouri. Watching the game. Go Bruins. Let's see. Coach Madison Taylor's family watching from Nashville, Tennessee. Music capital.
Yeah.
They've been busy. Brianna Setchfield from Harrison. She says go Gobs.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we take all sides. Let's see. Let's go Bruins. The drive for 5. Joel Walton says, you guys do an amazing job broadcasting the games for us. No longer locals to enjoy. He's in Grand Haven, Michigan.
I kind of wish we had a map up here that kind of would show us where people
that's
have called
a great
from.
idea. I may try to put that together next week. We just get everybody who's written in.
Yep. Maybe.
And just if you don't have anything to say and you haven't texted us yet, but you're outside of Arkansas or at least outside of the Little Rock area, you know what? Just send us a quick text that says your city and state, and I'll do that. I'll put together a quick map.
It'd be like the license plate game. See if you can get one from all different
states. Let's see where they are. Well, since I said that, let me give the text message number. That's 501-570-6464. And I'll put that together for next week, assuming we play next week. But I'm getting a little too far ahead of myself. Go ahead, Brooks.
We got to keep our fingers crossed there.
That's true.
I was just wondering. We've been to Florida and Boston and
Michigan?
Texas and everywhere. Do we have anybody from Alaska yet?
I don't know. I don't think I've
That'd be
seen that yet. I
interesting to
bet
know
we
that.
have somebody in Alaska watching.
Why? I mean, it's 4:30 there right now, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, 4:30.
Let's see. I've got some news to run through here. We had Bruin football statistical update. This was, of course, before tonight's game started. It says Braden Bratcher, the leading passer in the state with 3,747 yards and 45 passing touchdowns. J.D. White, second in the state in receiving yards with 1,393. And Hudson Henry is ninth in receiving yards in Arkansas and sixth nationally for tight ends. Pulaski Academy offense is number 1 in the state and ninth in the nation in total offense. Jaden Kelly, third in the state in rushing with 1,179 yards. That's just incredible.
Certainly is.
Golf team also showing out. Anna Kate Nichols was recently featured on the Golf Channel representing Team Arkansas. Congratulations to her. Let's see, Braden Bratcher, we mentioned earlier, the Little Rock Touchdown Club Player of the Week presented by the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. The varsity girls basketball game will be broadcast live, and you can look for that, the Slim Chickens Thanksgiving Classic. Oh, that was today. We missed that one already. That was 7 p.m. tonight. They'll also play at 1 p.m. tomorrow. So if you've got nothing else going on, 1 p.m. Saturday, check that out. That's harborathletics.com. You can go see the PA varsity girls play their game up there in the tournament. And then lastly, let's see, Bruin football Thanksgiving tradition is having the dads come out to recover the onside kicks. I didn't know that.
That's a good deal.
That would have been interesting to watch. I would have liked to see
Certainly
that.
would have.
Of course, Coach Todd Wood is here.
Oh, okay.
And he's down on the sidelines from what I was just told. Of course, Coach Wood, I believe he went to Russellville, didn't he?
Right, he's at Russellville. He's the defensive coordinator up there.
Defensive coordinator for the Cyclones.
The Crimson Cyclones.
The Crimson, is that right? The Crimson
Right.
Cyclones? I thought it was just the Cyclones.
No, Crimson Cyclones.
Well, there you go. Everybody's got a color these days, I tell you. Are we the brown Bruins?
Blue
No,
Bruins?
blue and
Blue.
I've never seen a blue Bruin. But that's okay. I've never seen a blue
gold
cat
Bruins.
either. And I was a
I thought you were
Wampus
saying
cat,
the
so-
Bluins. I was like, that? No.
The Bruins. The Bruins.
The Bruins. Yeah, with the Bruins. No, the Bruins.
Oh, goodness. Well, and I got one more for
Go
you.
for it.
J.D. White is now tied for 4th in season touchdown receptions at 25.
Wow.
That's
That's a state record you're
That's a
talking
state record,
Wow.
yes. That's he's tied with Zan Jones of Shiloh Christian and L.J. Wallace,
about. Wow.
Pulaski Academy, class of 2012. He
Yep.
passed Blake Miller and Quentin Jones, who both had 24 in 2001 with Pulaski Academy.
Goodness.
Okay.
Brooks, do you have some more recent stats for us?
I've got some recent stats here. Just a quick rundown. Hopefully we've got enough time
Yeah.
left here. So far, the Bruins have, believe it or not, 23 first downs. We have 7 by rushing and 16 passing. And we have 24 rushing attempts. And as far as rushing goes, we have a total of 157 yards. Harrison has 181. And net yards rushing for us is 155. We had one player, too, that lost some yards, and then Harrison has a total of 159 total yards. Time of possession, believe it or not, Bruins are in that category, leading that category right now. We had 13 minutes and 46 seconds as opposed to Harrison's 10 minutes and 14 seconds. In the rushing category, we have Braden Bratcher. He has eight attempts for 58 yards. Jaden Kelly, 9 attempts for 57. Nichols has 2 attempts for 20. Mason Cobb, 2 attempts for 12. And Isaiah Woods, 3 attempts for a total of 8 yards. So we have a total of 155 yards rushing. In the passing category, Braden Bratcher is 17 of 24 with no interceptions for a total of 345 yards. He's kind of lit it up the first half. So altogether, rushing offensive category, we have a total of 500 total yards for the first half. hopefully we would like to see that again, but who knows? I don't think the second half will be quite as explosive as the first half, but who knows? It could come down to whoever gets the ball last, who wins this ball game. It's nip and tuck. You know, the Bruins are up right now by a couple of scores, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
You're absolutely right, and you know we said it. I think you said it earlier in the game that this is going to come down to just a track meet.
Right.
Between these two teams. They've both come here to play, and they both expect to win this one and go on to War Memorial next week.
Two big factors, or one big factor especially, is the two onside kicks that the Bruins have gotten. And to me, the key to the ball game and winning this game is we got to play smart football, no penalties, fumbles, and by all means, no interceptions, and keep Harrison's offense off the field, and that mainly is Gabe Husky. Keep him off the field, and I think we can go on down to Little Rock.
Brooks, if your stats are right, Braden Bratcher is now over 4,000 yards passing on the season.
Wow. Well, here comes the kickoff from the Goblins to the Bruins, and that is received by Fuda Shinkawa. He's taken the ball right at the 46-yard line. So that's where the Bruins will start their next drive. Actually, they're going to place it at the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that was an excellent job by Fuda to snag that ball out of the air the way he did. He
kind of held on to it and took a knee immediately.
Yeah, it was a bullet towards him.
It sure was. Oh, just hearing that Fuda was limping off the sidelines. He was on his knee when he kind of received that, but he was hit afterwards. I'm not sure why that didn't draw a flag, but he did rolled his ankle is what we're being told it looks like. I hope that's not true. There's the pass. It's complete to J.D. White. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown. My goodness, 9 seconds off the clock, and the Bruins strike hard, strike fast, and strike often.
Wow.
That was just what the doctor ordered right there.
No kidding. I couldn't even describe it fast enough before they were in the end zone.
Goodness, those were the passes we saw last week from Bratcher, just putting them right over the defenders' heads and right into his receiver's arms on the run.
Wow.
You don't realize how demoralizing that is to a defense.
Oh, sure. It certainly is. Braden Bratcher to J.D. White in 9 seconds. Now they're going to go ahead and kick this extra point. Let's see if they try and draw the defense off sides. There was movement. No flag, though. The kick is up off the foot of Clay James, and the extra point attempt is good. Our score, Bruins 53, Goblins 35. What a turn of events. You know, you see the first quarter of this game, and you look at the score right now, it's hard to believe, honestly.
It certainly is. I mean, it was like they took a few punches, and then they just came back with haymakers left and right. And
they certainly did.
Unloading on them. And, I mean,
I love it. This Bruin crowd, they're on their feet. There's some of them down there dancing during halftime. They are loving it. Enjoying this drive for 5.
How many seconds do you think that took off the clock?
It was 9 seconds. I know what it was.
Because it was the start of the game. That's right, because he took a knee when he did the catch.
It was one play, 53-yard drive that resulted in a 53-yard touchdown pass from Braden Bratcher to J.D. White with 9 seconds off the clock.
And I think that's about the fastest one we've had for the year, I think.
It very well may be. If there's not a record book for the Bruins scoring, you know, how fast they scored, there really should be.
Yeah.
That's something we need to look into. All right, Von Seelig has the ball on a tee, but it's on its stitches, and he is ready to kick it from the 40-yard line. There it is kicked and received. Let's see. I'm not sure who's going to come out of that one. It was received by Harrison. Number 14, that's Caleb Bartlett, right at the 50-yard line. And after the play, there's a flag that comes up. That was, he was looking right at one of the Harrison players. Let's see what that was about. That was long after the play. The Bruins were nowhere in sight. Let's see. That's unsportsmanlike against the Goblins. Unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm not sure what was said, but it had to have been something that was said after the play.
Yeah, there was certainly a scramble for the ball, and I imagine some pushing and shoving in the
Unsportsmanlike against the Harrison Goblins. That's what they're telling us again. I'm not sure if he's just making sure that we understand that, or if he's telling us that
making the official ruling.
Yeah, so they'll place the ball at the 35-yard line of the Goblins. So they're in their own territory, marching from right to left in front of us. They have the first down, 10 yards to go.
He must have said something. I don't.
Yeah,
He must have that the referee did not appreciate or didn't like.
Oh, and that's good on them to go ahead and get out in front of it. Either way, which way they're having to throw that flag, just to you don't want to see any chain gang members thrown out of the game.
And it's this is going to be an emotional game. It's going to get stressful at some point. Ben Johnson in the shotgun. He has one tailback to his right. Fake the handoff. The pass is out there. He's got a man downfield. Let's see. No, nothing happening. That was intended for Gabe Husky, but he was covered up by Jake Terry. I believe that's right.
We got the referees discussing something. I'm not sure. Oh, no, just getting a fresh ball. Getting the other one off the field. Getting lined up
That was
again.
Zach White, excuse me.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, Jake Terry's
can't
up in
imagine
that
Jake
line.
Terry,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, he was...
I looked down and saw 14, and that wasn't the right one. Let's see. He's under center this time. Shovel pass goes to Husky, and he is brought down in the backfield for a big loss. He's going to lose about 8 yards on that one.
That was number 34, Blake Titus, who just shot in there like
He sure did.
Just a man on a mission there.
Wow. The Bruins are having fun with them now. Third down, 17 yards to go for Harrison from their own 28-yard line. 11 minutes, 10 seconds and counting in the third quarter.
It was certainly an interesting decision of them to take a shot downfield immediately, but
this time Ben Johnson in the shotgun. Man in motion, there's the pass. It's complete to to Colton Shaver, but he is stopped at the 29-yard line. It's only a gain of 1. That'll bring up fourth down and about 7 yards to go.
That was Chris Connell who sniffed out that.
Let me correct that. Fourth down and 7 yards to go before they hit that original line of scrimmage.
You forgot the team.
Yeah, 17 yards to go.
That was Chris Connell who sniffed out that little screen pass. I didn't quite catch who was going to. Wasn't the running back who was in motion to the right side.
There, the kick was kind of scooted across the dirt and the turf, and
takes a PA bounce backwards to the 42-yard line of the Bruins territory.
It's downed by number 16, Trey Richardson, and the Bruins will take possession of the ball at their own 39-yard line.
No, that's certainly the start to the second half. The Bruins wanted to see a quick touchdown followed by a 3 and out.
Right.
I believe if we could get one more here, I think we might could do them in.
Easy now, Brooks.
Braden Bratcher in the shotgun. Empty set. He has 3 receivers on the left. No, this time he hands off to
Bruffett.
That's Nolan Bruffett.
No, is that?
Is it? It looks like a 16, but I can't tell.
Can't tell if that was Dylan Allison or Nolan Bruffett.
It was probably Nolan Bruffett.
Either way, they
it's
picked
really
up
hard
about
to tell
5
with
yards
those jersey
there.
numbers, I tell you.
Yeah.
This time he has Jaden Kelly to his left side, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. There's the snap. He's going to pass to the left side. It's complete to Henry. He's across the 50-yard line, the 45, the 40, the 35, and he's brought down at about the 34-yard line. That'll move the chains easily. First down for the Bruins.
Once again, Merritt Jones was out there doing a good job of blocking, and number 10, Andrew Cobb, was out there as well. You know, Merritt Jones had a couple of drops, but he certainly redeemed himself by, picking up his pace of play on other parts of the field.
Certainly has. Bratcher again in the shotgun with an empty set, 2 to the left, 3 to the right. There's the snap. Handoff goes to number 45. Then he passes it to number 16, Bruffett, and he is brought down immediately.
That was
behind the line of scrimmage.
That was the freshman quarterback, Charlie Pfizer, who threw it to Nolan Bruffett. So they had
3 quarterbacks out there on the field. That's incredible.
And Bruffett was getting ready to toss it downfield to, I didn't see who was heading down there, but
I wondered why I wasn't familiar with that number on offense.
Yep.
And that's why. Again, Bratcher in an empty set. He has 4 receivers left, 1 to the right. He's going to go to the right. Complete to Mason Cobb. He's met right at the 40-yard line. Nothing happening on that play. That'll bring up 3rd down. And what is that, 16 to go? 17.
Now, and that was Luke Hawes and Caleb Smith out on the right side. They were just overwhelmed a bit by the number of defenders over there. The Goblins certainly prepared for that one.
Bratcher in the shotgun. There's the snap. He's looking to pass. He's under pressure. He has a man downfield. That's Cobb. He's moving down the field. He's in the end zone already. That's Andrew Cobb. Touchdown, Bruins. What a play. And he was scrambling to get down there. He had defenders to his left, but they couldn't get to him fast enough.
I mean, that was certainly like a lot of teamwork right there. I didn't see who picked up the blitz on the right side on the line, but they did an awesome job. And then Bratcher, realizing the press was coming, stepped up, found Cobb down the end zone, near the end zone. J.D. White was down there to make another block to make sure Cobb was able to get in untouched.
Here's Clay James to kick the point after. Kick is up, and it's good. With 8:46 remaining in the 3rd quarter, the Bruins lead 60-35 over Harrison. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. Bruins leading this one 60-35 over the Harrison Goblins. And looking across to Morrilton, the score there, Little Rock Christian 42, Morrilton 14. This is looking more and more like this is going to be a battle of the rock next week at War Memorial. That last offensive drive for the Bruins was a 5-play, 61-yard drive that resulted in a 41-yard touchdown pass from Braden Bratcher to Andrew Cobb. It took 1 minute, 31 seconds off the clock.
Well, and in another non-football score update, the Razorbacks are leading UTA 66-53 with 5 minutes left in the second half.
UT Arlington. There you go. Savannah Goodwin out to kick. She has the ball upright on a tee at the 40-yard line. There's the kick. Takes a high bounce right across the 50-yard line, and it's fielded by Harrison's Caleb Bartlett. He's brought down in Bruin territory, but just barely at their own 49-yard line.
Oh, and that bounce, it just bounced too early. You know, it didn't get far enough to make that hop right at the
right at their
50-yard line.
Yeah, you want it right at the 50-yard line. You're right. It's, you know, we mentioned it earlier in the season, but it's worth mentioning again now. The Bruins have somewhere between, I asked them earlier in the season, how many onside kick variations do they have? And they said, well, somewhere between 10 and 15. So, first down, 10 yards to go for the Harrison Goblins from the Bruins' 49-yard line. There's the snap to Johnson. He's going to keep on the play, and he is brought down, sacked behind the line. He's going to lose about 2 yards, maybe 3 on that one, depending on their spot. Yeah, 3 yards.
And that was Fuda Shinkawa and Chris Connell in there on the tackle.
Fuda definitely making his mark on this game.
Mm-hmm. On all sides of the ball, really.
That's true. Second down, 13 yards to go for Harrison from their own 48-yard line. There's the snap. Fake handoff. Johnson with the keep. He's across the 45, across the 40. That's the first down for the Goblins. He easily picked up that 17 yards and made it well worth the effort.
You know, it's almost like they're using number 23 as a decoy.
They really are.
You have to keep him, you know, account for where he is at all times. So even if he's not touching the ball, it's going to take at least one Bruin player to keep track.
Once again, this time they do hand it off to Husky, and he is hit initially at the Bruins' 36-yard line, and he's finally stopped exactly at the 35-yard line. It's only a 3-yard gain. It's 2nd and 7.
And Blake Titus was there on the initial stop, had a couple other Bruins come up to help him, but he certainly seems to have number 23's number, if you will, in the second half.
Oh, you're such a funny guy.
I've got one in the pocket waiting for you.
Are you? Okay, I'm sure you do. There's the snap to Johnson. He's going to keep it again right up the middle this time, and the Bruins meet him there. They're going to sit down and have lunch.
I'd like to say hi to my sister-in-law, Amanda Short, out there. She said she enjoys the puns.
Oh, she's the one.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Well, hi, Amanda. And
she gave me a good one to throw out there if I get the chance.
Thanks for lying to your brother for us. Third down, about 2.5 yards to go for the Goblins. Johnson under center. There's the snap. Pitch goes out to Husky. He takes a quick turn to the left, right toward the center of the pile.
Wow. Took a big hit from, looks like number 36 was out there.
It's Bennett Perkins, yeah.
Good to see him out there. I think he was hobbling a bit earlier.
He was.
And then there was someone else in on the tackle. I didn't see who it was, but.
The quarterback, visibly frustrated, throws his towel out to the side. Fourth down, 1 yard to go for the Goblins from the Bruins' 29-yard line. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Husky. He's going to try and punch it through, and he does. He only picked up about 3 or 4 yards on that one, but it was enough to get the first down, which is really all they cared for.
Yep, I only needed one. Well, the big thing is the clock just keeps running. I mean, the Goblins are playing from behind now, and their strongest suit is the running game, but the running game is the one that eats away at the clock.
That's true.
When you're 25 points in the hole, it's
6 minutes. Exactly on the clock. There's the snap. That's Husky with the carry up the right side. He makes a gain of about 7 yards, probably 8 actually, so that'll bring up 2nd and 2. It was Trent Sawyer with the stop.
Well, it's gotten a little quiet on both sides of the stands here. Clearly a lot of intense focus going on.
Bruins defense kind of hopping around. This time the handoff again goes to Husky, and he's wrapped up around the neck at the 10-yard. No, that wasn't Husky. That was 24 this time. Colin Ballard. He's stopped by Chris Connell at the 10-yard line.
You know, I don't know if they have they have a pitch limit for some pitchers. I'm not sure if they have a run limit for running backs.
They don't, but, that's funny. Yeah, you do have number 24 out there, the same one, but this time Johnson keeps it, and he runs it straight into the end zone. Touchdown, Goblins.
Yep, untouched touchdown. There was a huge gap in the defensive line there, and he just kind of was able to trot in.
We are aware of the video issues back home, but not much we can do about it right now. We're looking into it. We've got some folks on the case, but in the meantime, enjoy what we have of this beautiful football game so far. Bruins leading 60-41. Here comes the point after attempt. It looks like they're going for 2. Johnson in the shotgun. He has the snap, looking to pass, looking back to the left side. It's up in the air, and it is knocked away. It's actually intercepted by the Bruins. So the extra point attempt is no good. Let's take a quick break. The Bruins leading this one 60-41 over Harrison. You're listening to PA Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. Holt, go ahead.
I'm going to read a little tweet from Wes Coleman here. He said earlier today is my last time playing in Joe B. Hatcher Stadium, the same place that I've been playing since I was in 6th grade. I didn't expect it to come this fast, but best believe I will be leaving it all out there tonight.
It certainly is trying to do just that. He was out with the team captains to receive for the coin toss. So the onside kick was fielded by the by the that's right, by the Bruins.
Yep. She was on the other foot, literally.
Yeah. So the Bruins have possession of the ball at their own 48-yard line. It's first down, 10 yards to go. 5 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Bruins lead 60-41. Braden Bratcher in the shotgun. He has Jaden Kelly to his left, one receiver left side, three to the right. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Kelly. He's right up the center, has a nice block at the 45-yard line. He's finally going to be pulled down at the 37-yard line. The ball came loose. Harrison says they have the ball. Let's see. You know what the referee says? They do have the ball.
I think that should have been stopped for forward progress. I mean, I'm not so sure about that call.
Yeah, the referee actually confirms it. That is Harrison's ball at Harrison's 38-yard line.
I think the pile was still moving. That's I hate to see something like that happen, but
yeah, that's the dangers of pushing forward.
You know, that's one of the keys that I mentioned at halftime: penalties and fumbles and interceptions, and that was one of them.
Right. Looks like they've changed out the quarterback for the Goblins. It's actually, he's going to keep it this time. That's Husky himself serving as the quarterback. He kept it, ran around the right side, and made it across the 50-yard line for a Harrison first down.
No, and he just found some running room on that right side. Once again, they seem to be blocking pretty well and picking up the rushers.
So now the Goblins in Bruin territory on the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. It's still, is that Husky out there? No, it's not. It's back to Johnson. This time he hands off to Colin Ballard right up the middle, and he stopped at the 35-yard line. Another first down for the Goblins.
Once again, they seem to have found their groove on the ground, just running up the middle, running up the gut, and keeping the Bruins on their heels. Feet, off their feet, on their heels, whatever. Something to do with their lower extremities.
Here's Johnson in the shotgun. He has three receivers on the left side, one tailback to his right. Fake the handoff. He's going to keep it himself. He's across the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the touchdown.
There's a late flag in there right where the tackle was made. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a face mask. Yep.
Yeah, that's a first down for the Goblins, obviously, from about the 2-yard line. They're moving the chains that direction. Let's see what the personal foul face mask against the Bruins. That's right.
A personal foul, if you will. For those of you who enjoyed turkey yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
one's for you, Amanda.
That's the one you've been holding on to?
Yes.
You played it up way too big.
It's the only one I had ready to go in the chamber. So good news is no more.
No more? Okay. Here's Johnson in the shotgun. Handoff goes to his man, number 23, Husky, and he's in the end zone for a touchdown for Harrison.
This game's a long way from being over. There's
Yes,
too much time
it certainly is. 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Bruins still lead 60-47, but the Goblins are decreasing that margin with every chance they get.
They certainly are. It's down. It's a 2-possession game at this point, whereas 5 minutes ago it was a 4-possession game.
Now here's their kicker, Maxwell Payne. He's going to try to put one more on the board. Kick is up, and it's good. So count it. The Bruins leading 60-48 now over the Goblins. They have to make sure they control the ball in this series.
They've got to score again. They can't let up. They've got to keep scoring.
You're absolutely right. Let's look across at Morrilton's game. Morrilton is trying to make a comeback. Little Rock Christian still leading 48, Morrilton 21 in the third quarter.
Seems like Harrison's kind of caught new life, and they're fighting for an undefeated season so far. So they don't know what defeat means to them, and so that's why they're fighting so hard to see if they can't win this ball game.
And I expect to see another onside kick here.
It's going to boil down to character too.
Had some more information about that chain gang official. give you that here in a moment. There was we heard he was ejected in Morrilton. May not be right. And that's going to end up, that kickoff is going to result in a touchback. Kind of rolled through the end zone. So the Bruins will take possession at the
25-yard
line.
If they're keeping with college rules.
Don't bring the ball out to the Bruins.
20-yard
20
line.
yards.
So
That's
they
what
did
I
not
thought.
make the change with college last year. What you got for us on that other?
Oh, I'm looking over here at the text message that we received. It says, I've never seen so many flags. The unsportsmanlike penalties mostly stemmed from the group of Little Rock Christian students on the field. That's why the chain gang guy left. He was not ejected. Little Rock Christian fans were even yelling at them. I'll finish that in a moment. Let's see. Here's Braden Bratcher with an empty set. One man to the left, 4 to the right. Pass is complete to Cumming. He's across the 25-yard line. He's forced out of bounds at the 30. Let's see. That will, yes, it will move the chains. That's a first down. It says, now that they were removed and kept behind the fence, things settled. Honestly, don't believe they're that much better as score shows, but they were tonight as hard as that is for me to say. Chain gang guy was not ejected. He left because of yelling Little Rock Christian fans. All right. Nice to have somebody out there on the field.
There's the handoff to Woods. He cuts around the left side and picks up about 6 yards, 7 yards. We'll see where they stopped it. Nope, 8 yards.
Wow, that was, nope, now they back it up. That's 7.
I feel like it's a little hiker going up in the, what's it
The
called?
Price
The Price is Right game.
I know exactly what you mean. The yodeler. Yodeler,
Yes.
yodeler. Yeah, there you go. Sorry about that. You had to hear that. There's the snap to Bratcher. He's looking to pass. The pass is out there. It's complete to Nate Cumming, and he's dropped immediately as soon as he caught that pass. He's visibly frustrated with that one, but he did not make it across the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, I think he may have taken a shot
At the 37-yard line, third
in the,
and 3.
yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Yes, thank you.
He took one right in the cranberries.
Yes.
See.
Yes.
That's the one I was.
time I've
That's the
heard
one
that
I was
one.
hanging on to. See. Here's Bratcher. He has a man on either side. There's the snap. He's going to keep it, run it right up the middle, across the 40, the 45, and be thrown to the ground by number 3, Michael Scott. I believe that's right. That's enough for a first down for the Bruins.
At the 47-yard line, first and 10.
No, that was number 2, Colton Shaver.
That was a planned quarterback scramble, or run, if you will. Keeper.
Let's see who takes the snap here. You have Isarius Woods in the center with
Jaden Kelly.
Jaden
and
Kelly to
Mason.
his left and Mason Cobb to his right. Woods takes the snap. He's going to run it, but he's going to be met immediately by someone just as big as him, if not bigger.
I think it was a little bigger there.
That was Hayden Vanderpool. Of course, that's one of the ones that I was talking with before the game with the radio announcers from Harrison. He is a defensive tackle, senior, 6'0", 290 pounds.
There ain't nothing about that boy.
Right?
Nothing about that boy.
So that 290 pounds he's got 90 pounds on Woods. There's the snap to Bratcher. He's going to pass it across. It's complete to Henry, who goes down right at the 44-yard line. It's 1 yard short of the first down. That'll bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, and he kind of had to go down to catch that ball. It was a
low.
little underthrown, yeah.
Bratcher in the shotgun. Kelly now in the tailback position. He has twins on either side. There's the snap. Fake handoff. Pass across to... Ouch. Pass goes across to Merritt Jones, but he rolls across after he was hit hard immediately. He gets the first down. Let's see, the official is going to take a look and see. Yes, it is. There's the official sign for the first down.
And that was a tremendous second effort by Jones.
It certainly was. He
got
took a big hit.
Yeah, and just lunged forward afterwards out of the grasp of the defender.
Now the Bruins have the ball at the Harrison 42-yard line, 1st and 10. Bratcher in the shotgun. There's the snap. He's looking to the right side to pass. Scrambling. He's covered all over, and he's going to be sacked right back there. A loss of 1. He's second and 11.
It seemed like a blitz, but I think they only sent about 4 men, maybe 5 in there. But they certainly had a couple of guys coming up the middle. Here come.
He's not a small guy either. Let's see, that's the wrong one. Let's look at this one right here, number 76. That's Josh Gibbs running on the field, 6'1", 305 pounds. And you would not know he was 305 pounds by the way he was running.
Nope.
He's filling in the center, the center position. There's the pass. It's complete to J.D. White. He stopped at about the 35-yard line. Let's see where they marked it. No, it's shy of that. Yeah, about the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 5, so it'll be 3rd and 5 for the Bruins. Goodness gracious.
Yep. How big a boy are you?
Right? Who's that, R.D. Mercer? Isn't that right?
Yep.
How big a boy are you? Come on. There's Braden Bratcher in the shotgun with an empty set. There's the snap. He's looking to pass. The pass is complete to J.D. White. He's across the 30, the 25, the 20, and he's forced out of bounds at about the 19-yard line is where they will mark that. 41 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Bruins lead 60-48.
White looked like he might want to hurdle that dude. He was waiting for him to try to
did.
lunge under because he was getting ready to go airborne. He had open field beyond that, guys. So
here's an update. Little Rock Christian 54, Morrilton 21. No let up in Morrilton tonight. Bratcher, again with an empty set, has 2 to the right. No, excuse me. Nope, man in motion now. Mason Cobb now to his right. Now he has twins on either side. There's the snap. He's looking to pass. He's running to the left side. Still looking to pass. He's going to keep it this time. He's across the 15, and he's brought down at about the about the 12. I, once again, would love to see the end of that play. He was brought down by Champ Sailors, but I'm not kidding. I mean, maybe I'm just seeing things, but it looked like when Champ Sailors was getting up, he gave him a little
nudge,
punch in the kidneys. That's just not right. From what I'm hearing, that is exactly what he did. That is not tolerable.
No.
There's no room for that in football. I'm sorry, I don't care who hears it. 6 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Ball is at the 13-yard line. 3rd down, 3 yards to go for the Bruins. Bratcher in the shotgun. He has Mason Cobb to his left. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Cobb. He's straight up the middle. He's across the 5, and he's brought down at about the 2-yard line. That'll be 1st and goal for the Bruins with 1 second remaining in the third quarter.
Well, and I imagine that's going to just tick off because
they'll start the clock as soon as they place the ball,
and then they'll stop the clock as soon as it hits zeros.
The Bruins don't even try. So after 3 quarters of football, the Bruins continue to lead 60-48 over Harrison. We'll be right back. You're listening to PA Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. The Bruins lead 60-48 over the Goblins. We have one incredibly offensive, powerhouse fighting game tonight.
We're over 100 points total scored.
Wow.
108.
Yeah. See, you can add. That's why we have you here. It's for the simple addition and subtraction. You just bring it all.
Glad I'm some use.
Oh, and looks like there was offsides, but they're not going to get called for it.
But it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter because the Bruins get in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. 11:58 in the fourth quarter. Just getting the fourth quarter started. 66-48.
That was Braden Bratcher that kept it himself for the, I guess, 3 or 4 yard touchdown. Yep, 3 yard touchdown run there.
Wow.
So now we're 66-48. That's 110 points total. No, wait, no, it's not. 100.
See, you try.
Shoot. 114.
You try and be impressive. There's Clay James out to kick the point after attempt. There's the hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So now the Bruins lead 67-48. We've got 1 quarter of football before we know who's going to the state championship game.
To most likely play Little Rock Christian at this
Fourth
point.
quarter, okay. Brooks is over here showing me his four on 2 hands. Fourth quarter.
We've had a cell phone turned into the concession stand, so if you've lost your cell phone, if you can describe it, it will be yours.
That's a good point. Tony Swindle up here in the booth tonight is whispering in my ear that this is a replay of Monday night's pro game, the 105-point game.
Oh, wow. I missed that one.
Right?
What was it? Was that the Broncos and who did they play?
That last offensive drive for the Bruins was a 14-play, 80-yard drive. It resulted in a 3-yard touchdown run from Braden Bratcher. Took 4 minutes and 14 seconds off the clock. That was a grinder.
Well, we have a final in Fayetteville. The Razorbacks won 78-60 against University of Texas at Arlington.
You know, those 3 words are not something we hear very often these days.
No.
The Razorbacks won. Hey, don't get me wrong. I love the Razorbacks. Love the Little Rock Trojans, too. Come out and watch them play tomorrow. There's the kick off the foot of Clay James, and it's going to roll. Oh, yeah, it does roll out of bounds, or else it was touched at least and forced out of bounds at the Harrison 30-yard line.
So that thing started spinning on the bottom, like on the tip. There was some magic going on there. I mean, it stopped and started spinning right at the sidelines, and it looked like it was almost waiting for a Bruin player to, Expelliarmus or whatever. I don't know. I'm not up to date on my.
On your spells?
No.
No. No one had a wand out there shooting from their hands.
That we know of.
Well, they looked like there was a. There's the Bruins. Excuse me. That was Harrison's number 23, Gabe Husky, again serving as quarterback for Harrison, kind of throwing me off.
Did a good job of bringing him down. Only picked up a couple of yards. That's certainly what they need. Keep that clock running and keep them on those 2-3 yard gains every time.
Yeah, the enemy right now is the clock.
Yep.
Second down, 8 yards to go for Harrison.
Well, and the Bruins are just putting 9 in the box at this point. There's no sense in not doing otherwise.
There's the snap to Johnson. He hands off immediately to Husky. He runs across the 40, across the 45, and he's making a lunge over the 50-yard line. He finally makes it into Bruin territory, and he's stopped at the 47-yard line. That'll be a first down for Harrison.
The hazard of stacking the box is you leave the corners and the edges open, and Husky was able to find the left side for quite a bit of territory over there.
First and 10 for the Goblins. They have the ball on the Bruins' 47-yard line. Johnson under center. There's the snap. Fake the handoff. He's rolling out. There's the pass. It's up in the air. He has a man downfield, and he's caught. It's caught by Colton Shaver. He stopped at about the 30-yard line as he took a dive to catch that one and landed on the ground, completing the catch.
That was an impressive catch. I'm trying to figure out why his helmet looks different. It's like it has a big old yellow blob on the top.
It's probably had paint on it because somebody chipped the paint that was originally on the helmet. They just used whatever paint they had, or maybe tape, who knows. This time a handoff goes to Husky. He runs to the left side of the field. He's across the 25, the 20, the 15, and forced out of bounds by, was that number 2, Jack Polk? No, that's 7, I believe it is.
Yeah.
That's Chris Connell. Yeah,
Yep.
that makes more sense. That makes much more sense.
Got a little bit of mist or something going on out there now.
Yeah, the fog really has kind of moved in. You could see it moving through the lights earlier, and the mist has just gotten more thick, and intense. There's the snap. Handoff goes this time to Colin Ballard, runs to the left side of the field, tries to come back away from the out-of-bounds area, but the Bruins are right there to catch him. He still picked up about 4 yards, maybe 5.
It looks like number 47 is probably should be hobbling off. He kind of took a spill trying to bring the running back down. That was for the Bruins.
10 minutes, 8 seconds, and counting on the clock here left in the game. Bruins lead 67-48. Ball's on the 7-yard line. Second down, 5 yards to go for Harrison. There's the snap. Johnson going to keep this one. He's going to get wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose about a yard.
And that keeps the clock ticking. Good job. That was pretty much just a group of a den of Bruins.
That's right.
Making the stop there. Bruin crowd trying to get a little loud here.
9:28 and counting. Third down, 5 yards to go for Harrison from the 7-yard line. 2 men in motion. There's the snap. Handoff goes to Husky. He runs to the left side of the field, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
They were running a very interesting. They left a blatant gap in the middle of the line there. I'm trying to figure out if that was just like a mirage that I saw or that was a planned thing. They had 2 men. It reminded me of the offense that McClellan was running last week.
Right.
They had 2 men behind the left tackle and the left guard, almost as blockers out there, but it kind of projected where the play was going to go, and the Bruins were able to pick it up.
Well, they're still going for it. 4th down and 4 to go. There's the snap. He's going to roll out the right side. Johnson looking to pass. The pass is up there. He has a man in the end zone. Did he come down with it in the end zone? Yes, he did.
Wow.
Yes, he did.
And
but he is hurt.
But he is also probably going to be on the news tonight for that catch.
He came down after catching the ball. He came down on his back, so probably had the wind knocked right out of him. They are going to call a timeout, so let's go ahead and take a timeout with them. This injury timeout is brought to you by Bowen Heffley Orthopedics. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer. Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. We had a short injury timeout for one of the Harrison players. He brought down the touchdown for the Goblins, but he's getting some help off the field after that one.
Trying to see who it is.
Number 2. That's Colton Shaver. He's been working on both sides of the ball tonight. Seen him on offense and defense.
Called his name a number of times.
Certainly have. He's got a light jog to him, so he's obviously in some pain. Looks like he might have taken a hit on his shoulder. During the break, we were able to take a look at the replay there. So he didn't quite come down on his back like it looked like from our vantage point, but go ahead.
They're going for it, too.
Johnson under center. Hands it off to number 38. That's one I haven't called yet, Brian Ulrich. Yes, we have, earlier in the game. And he was not able to get across the end zone, so the 2-point conversion is no good.
I think it almost looked like the quarterback pretending like he had fumbled the ball and was trying to confuse the defense there. But they did not fall for it, so good on them. Now it's once again back to a 2-possession game. Bruins leading by 13 points with 8 minutes 32 seconds left, in the 4th quarter. both teams vying to see who can head on down the street to War Memorial Stadium next week. On the other side of the state, we have Little Rock Christian leading Morrilton 54-21. It says it's still in the third quarter. I found that hard to believe. There you go.
61-28 in the fourth quarter. Oh my goodness. So the Harrison tries the onside kick. The Bruins, Jack Polk recovers it just across the Bruins 50-yard line. The Bruins 50-yard line as opposed to Harrison's 50-yard line. Yeah. I tell you what. So they place the ball just on the Harrison side of the 50-yard line. So
there you go.
They'll have a first down. Bruins getting ready to try and put the seal on this deal.
You know, normally right here you'd say we'd like to see a nice long drive for a touchdown for them, but the Bruins don't know how to do long drives.
Well, that's true.
So
They do quick, fast cuts. Oh, now the Bruins are going to shift. Everyone who's not on the offensive line simply shifted to the right side of the field, all on their own. All 5 receivers on the right side. There's the snap to Bratcher. He passes across to number 1, Mason Cobb. He makes about a 5-yard gain. He's going to give him 6. So that'll be 2nd and 4.
It was just basically a wide receiver screen, but I mean, it was telegraphed almost. But I mean, still, when you have 4 blockers out on that right side and then you have 5 there, they still have to respect the fact that Bratcher could take off the ball and run.
That's true. Bratcher now has Mason Cobb to his left. He has 3 receivers on the left side, 1 to the right. There's the snap. He's going to roll to the left side. He's looking to pass. The pass is out there, and it's, in and out of the hands of Hudson Henry. He is hanging his head low after that one.
Oh, and that'll leave him with about 3rd and 5 now. But, yeah, I mean, Bratcher kind of gunned that one in there, and it was probably closer to Henry's knees than his chest. But still, it's one of those you have to go down to your knees and grab it.
Right. Bratcher still in the shotgun. Mason Cobb on his right side this time. Twins on either side. There's the snap. Handoff to Cobb. He's going right up the middle, but to the left side. And he's stopped at the 36-yard line. That's enough to move the chains. First down, Bruins.
And not only that, but it keeps the clock ticking.
7:48 on the clock. Of course, they'll stop the clock just enough to move the chains, and then they'll restart it. Bruins leading 67-54. Ball is on the Harrison 36-yard line. Bratcher has a man in motion. There's the snap. Bratcher's going to keep it. He's across the 35, the 30, the 25. He's making his way across the 25 finally after he was running across the field. Finally ran out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Another first down for the Bruins.
No, he did a good job of, I mean, I'm not sure if that was a called play or quite, but what you got for us, Brooks?
What I would thought maybe on that play, instead of running out of bounds, he might have slid and stayed in bounds to keep the clock running.
That's true. Here's 1st and 10 from the Harrison 21. There's the snap to Bratcher. A little shovel pass over to number 1, Mason Cobb, and he picks up about 7 yards.
And that time, Mason Cobb was heading towards the sidelines, but he went down like you were talking about, Brooks. And so, you know, the clock's ticking away. We're 7 minutes and 10 seconds left now.
Is this one of those positions where, you know, the coach actually tells them do not score? You know, you get out there and you take a knee at the 1 or you take the knee at the 2 or something?
I'm pretty sure those words have never been uttered before in Bruin football.
No, they need to score again.
Here's Bratcher. Has an empty set. There's the snap. He's looking to the left side to pass. The pass is up in the air. He's got a man in the end zone. Did he? No, he did not come down with it. He had it in his hands, and somehow the ball ended up flying the opposite direction.
And they threw a flag out there. It's probably going to be pass interference on the offense because he gave the defender a little shove when he was trying to go up for the ball. So it's going to be marching backwards here.
Yes, it is. Harrison is excited about that one. Harrison fans.
So I'm going to be looking.
Here's the replay.
Oh,
there it is. Yeah, he gave him a nice little shove. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Might have been a little soccer flop there, but no, I think it was enough to send him off his feet.
Once the hanky comes out of the belt,
it doesn't go back in.
And there's a
timeout
somewhere. Yeah, it's going to be by the Bruins. So with 6:49 remaining in this game, the Bruins lead 67-54. The Bruins take a timeout. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer.
And play-by-play announcer Josh Carroll, color commentator Clint Short, statistician is Brooks Beasley, spotters.
Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. We have quite a game going on here. Bruins lead 67-54. Here's the Bruins. There's the snap to Bratcher. He's looking to pass. He's got pressure. There's the pass. It's out there. It's complete to Mason Cobb on the left side of the field, and he's brought down at the 27-yard line. There's a flag on the play.
That was a whole lot of movement for not a lot of movement with the chains. A whole lot of motion on the field, if you will.
It sure was.
It was right near the line of scrimmage is where that flag was thrown. I'm not sure if it's going to be a holding on the offense or the defense. It's going to go one way or another.
Little Rock Christian now has 61 points over Morrilton, 28 in the fourth quarter. The referees are trying to decide what is the penalty flag thrown for. Again, folks, send us your thoughts on the game, 501-570-6464. The flag is waved off, so there is no flag. Let's see. Fred McCauley says, roses are red, violets are blue. Go, Bruins, go. It's up to you.
I wasn't sure where that one was going.
There you go. I like it. Tracy Briggs Lane, class of 2002, watching from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the city of brotherly love.
Add it to the map.
We haven't had anybody from Philadelphia yet, I don't believe.
Home of the Super Bowl champions, reigning Super Bowl champions.
That's right. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. There's Braden Bratcher with the keep, running straight up the middle, and he is hit hard right in the right side. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That's still about a 5-yard gain. It'll put him up, bring him up just past the original line of scrimmage. Be fourth and about 8 yards to go.
Was it?
Eagles.
How many yards did he picked up? 8 yards? Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
That was third and 16.
I don't know how it happened, but the Eagles ended up being my team ever since I was a kid. Yeah. Always lived in Arkansas. Just happened that way. Braden Bratcher has an empty set. He has 3 receivers on the right, 2 to the left. He's in the shotgun. There's the snap. He's looking to the left, looking to the right. He's going to move to the right back up the middle. There's a flag on the play. 2 flags. He's going to run it in the end zone. Touchdown. There's a 3rd flag. 3 penalty flags on the play. I'm just going to go with a guess that one of them has to be on the Bruins.
And imagine there's at least one holding down at one holding at the line of scrimmage, one holding down at the touch or the end zone, and I'm not sure what the third one was for though.
The third one is there's 2 of them way back there together.
So there's 4 total.
Maybe we can get a shot of that right down there at the 2-yard line. Now the referee's going to walk down there and pick both of those up.
Block in the back. He's saying holding on
the Bruins.
And block in the back on the Bruins.
Well, he can only enforce one of those, thankfully. So Harrison's crowd goes crazy over the penalty. They're happy for their guys.
This is certainly a major play in the game, probably the biggest one of the so far. 4th and 21. There's the snap. Bratcher's looking to pass, just looking deep and bombs it to Merritt Jones, who's open in the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
What a play. If that was any further of a pass, it might have been called a Hail Mary, but my goodness.
Wow.
What a touchdown for Merritt Jones.
But see how demoralizing that can be to a
Well-
defense? I mean, you hold them for 4 plays, 3 plays, and then
5
4th
plays,
and
'cause you
20 or
counted it.
whatever, and then they score on you.
Yeah.
I saw one player just hold his hands up like, what in the world is going
Well,
on?
because the defender just didn't even realize that Jones had gotten that far behind him. And imagine his teammate was wondering how he was able to
They're
get
going
so
for 2.
open.
Bratcher has a man in motion. That's Cobb. He's going to keep it himself, run to the left side, and he's got an open lane. Can he get there? Yes, he does. He's in the end zone. Braden Bratcher picking up 2 all on his own. Get this.
Was that
This is
Bratcher or Cobb?
That was Bratcher with the
Oh,
key.
they said that was Cobb. Okay,
Yeah, he
Cobb.
had Cobb in motion at first and looked like he was going to get the handoff, but no, Bratcher kept it himself and went to the left side. We have a basketball score on the scoreboard, 75-54. Yeah, that's a basketball score. Popeye Williams out the window telling me that's a basketball score.
Just a refresher for you folks at home. This Goblin team has only allowed 109 points total this season.
Oh, my gosh.
In 12 games before this game,
Wow.
109 points. And the Bruins.
Total.
Yes. Between all the opponents they've played.
They've almost doubled it.
Well, not double, but the Bruins are, 3/4 of the way there.
Wow. 5 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in this game. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm just floored by that stat. I had no idea. Let me update the score here. Morrilton, 35. Little Rock Christian, 61 in the 4th quarter. That last scoring drive for the Bruins was an 8-play, 49-yard drive that resulted in a 32-yard touchdown pass from Braden Bratcher to Merritt Jones. Took 3 minutes and 7 seconds off the clock.
You know, I think this game reminds me last year of the Little Rock Christian game when PA played them. You know, that was a track meet too, and
Certainly was.
We had scored 80-something points that game for Pulaski Academy.
There's the kick off the foot of Clay James, and it is fielded by Riley Jones of Harrison right about the 38-yard line, Harrison territory, and that's where they'll start their next drive.
Well, it's back to a 3-possession game at this point. 3 solid normal touchdowns in a normal game. This is anything but.
It certainly is. Let's see if I can read off any more of these. From Big Sandy, Texas, enjoying the Bruins football. Go Bruins. Number 21, Kelly, Hampton, Georgia. Here's number 12, Johnson with the keep. He's running it right across the 45-yard line, and he's stopped at the 47, 46. Let's see where they place it. Not quite enough for a first down, but it'll bring up 2nd and 2 for Harrison's Goblins.
47-yard line, 2nd and 2.
3, 2, and 5 minutes exactly remaining in this game. There's the snap. This time it's their workhorse, Husky, runs to the left side of the field. He's stopped at the 45-yard line by Blake Titus and Bennett Perkins.
That's frustrating for them because, this is positive yardage. This is what they live off of. And, it's ultimately hurting them more with this running game.
It's Blake Titus again with the stop. This time Johnson under center. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to pass the ball. He's got a man downfield, but it's going to be intercepted. Intercepted by number 9, Clay James.
Oh, he's saying no.
He says no, the ball was down and the catch was no good. I don't believe that for a second. Oh, my goodness. I can't wait to see the replay on that one. Let's see if we have one. Everybody down in the field is calling for a replay. That's funny. Not that it matters, but, Let's see. I'm not sure if we have. Yeah, here's a replay. Let's take a look. He has the ball. Oh, yeah, the ball did hit the ground, and then he brought it in. Yep, that's right. That's a good call. Pass is complete to Colton Shaver. He stopped at the 40-yard line. That'll pick up 5 yards for the Goblins. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 5 to go. Joan Titus watching from Dallas again. She's heading back home to Little Rock next week. Thanks for joining us, Joan. Blake is doing the family proud. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. 4 minutes, 13 seconds on the clock and counting. There's the snap. This time goes directly to Husky, and he's going to run it straight up the middle and be stopped by the Bruins at about the 36-yard line. Not quite enough for the first down. It's 4th down and inches for Harrison's Goblins. And now the Bruins are getting on their feet and making some noise.
Pretty much the last gasp here for the Goblins.
3:38 on the clock and counting. 17 seconds on the play clock. Johnson hands off directly to Husky to the left side, and he is stopped long before he gets to the first down marker. So the Bruins will take possession of the ball at their own 36-yard line. Now, if they can only stretch this out 3 minutes before scoring again.
Yes, then. But here's the kicker. If they score again, they set the state record for most touchdowns in a game.
No kidding.
Held by the PA Bruins from 2001. In a single game.
I wondered what you were looking at on your phone.
I'm sorry, I got a little distracted, but they 11 touchdowns in a game scored by Pulaski Academy in 2001 is the current record. And the only one that's really recorded out there. I'm sure there's a few that are close, but yeah, they've scored 11 tonight.
Wow. So this will tie for first.
Did I do the math? Did you give me?
No, you're right there.
Okay.
I mean, that's the only
Prior
one
to the
that's
snap,
recorded.
there's a flag on the play.
Illegal substitution.
Yeah, it's illegal substitution against the Bruins. I'm not sure how you do that when you just had a
change of possession.
Change of possession, but
anything's possible in this game.
Sure. So after the penalties assessed, they place the ball at the 31-yard line. It's first down, 15 yards to go for the Bruins. You have, trying to see who all that is out there. You have Bratcher, you have Kelly on his left, Mason Cobb to his right. There's the snap. Bratcher's going to keep it. Mason is trying to block for him. He's running to the left side of the field, and Bratcher runs out of bounds at the Bruins' the 43-yard line.
Brooks pointed out something to me. They scored 86 last year against Little Rock Christian, so that would have been more.
Yes.
So, but for some reason it's not recorded in the.
Well, you have to report those.
Yeah, the record has not been updated.
They haven't. You know, that record book is the one that they keep online, and it just stays. They just update that one as they receive updates.
Right.
But you have to send it in. There's a form to fill out and everything that you get. There's the snap to Bratcher. He gives a little pitch to Henry, and he's across the 45 and across the 50. He's tripped up by number 33. That's Brooks Both. So that'll be a first down for the Bruins just at the 50-yard line.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Josh. I did one here just real recently myself.
Cool. Which one?
I'm going to keep it a mystery.
Oh, love it.
The state's worst announcers? I don't know.
No, this is back in the leather helmet days.
Oh, okay. That's been a while. It's been a minute, as they say. There's the snap to Bratcher. He gives the ball to Henry, and he gets across the 50, across the 45, and now he's at the 40. And he's finally brought down. He was dragging Colin Ballard along with him for the ride for a couple of yards. Finally, he stopped. Let's see if they give him the first down by the spot of the ball. They should, absolutely. Yes, they do. So they place the ball at the 40-yard line, and that's a first down for the Bruins.
Yeah, it's the second time in a row they've run that play where they almost fake the pitch to the man in motion, and then Henry, who's lined up as sort of a tight end, rolls around and gets the pitch the other way, picks up anywhere from 8 to 10 yards.
Beverly Jones, Merritt Jones' grandmother, saying hello. There's Merritt Jones right there with the carry, running across the 35-yard line. It'll pick up about 5 yards, be 2nd and 5.
They ran the same exact play this time with Merritt Jones in place of Hudson Henry, who's heading for the sidelines, and Andrew Cobb is coming out to replace him, give him a breather.
So
might be for good, but 2 minutes, 14 seconds and counting left on the clock.
Grandmother Beverly should be very happy with that one from Texarkana, Arkansas. There's Bratcher with the snap. Prior to the snap, there's a flag.
Had a little movement on the offensive line, looked like.
It's a false start against the Bruins. That'll back them up back to the original line of scrimmage. No, not quite.
Goblin 38-yard line.
Place the ball at the 38-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 8. '92 alumni cheering on PA from Mountain Home, Arkansas. Go Bruins. Hashtag get a gob. Gary Elder Mahan. Thanks for joining us, Gary. Bratcher in the shotgun. He has Kelly on his right. Handoff goes to Kelly. Kelly's at the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20, and he's brought down at about the 22-yard line by Goblins. That's number 33, Brooks Both. He's been an active player for the...
He went down at a funny angle. I'm glad he did not get hurt there. He was tackled from behind and kind of...
It's a first down for the Bruins. Yeah, I'm glad he was able to just roll up and walk away from that one. It looked like it was going to hurt more than it did.
Henry's back on the field in place of Cobb. Andrew Cobb, that is. Mason Cobb's to the right of Bratcher now.
Bratcher out there in the shotgun. He has Kelly to his left. Handoff goes to Cobb. Cobb's trying to make his way to the left side, and he's been forced down right inside the 20-yard line by Landon Stevens.
Kind of thrown down there.
Sure was.
I don't think the defender quite realized that Cobb had the ball until he was almost under him.
Right.
And the defender said, hey, guess I know where you go.
You can start to sense the frustration with Harrison there.
Certainly do. 50 seconds on the game clock and counting. This one is just almost in the books, and I'm getting excited for next week already. Kelly in motion. Handoff goes to Cobb. He's right up the middle, and he's met at the 12-yard line where he is stopped. That's going to be, keep the clock moving. 30 seconds on the clock, and the Bruin faithful are on their feet already. 22 seconds on the game clock, 23 seconds on the play clock. That's probably it. Yeah, the Bruins are coming off the field, and we're going to call this one a night. No sense in anyone getting injured. I look down at Wes Coleman down there. He's walking across the 30-yard line now. He's pumping his fists, both of them, up in the air with his belly showing and everything.
One last little hustle to the handshake line.
So your final score from Pulaski Academy, Bruins 75, Goblins of Harrison 54. We are going to the state final for the 5th time in a row.
Pretty familiar with it at this point.
I know it. I
hope y'all remember
wait.
how to get there for those of you going.
Stick around, folks. We'll be right back to recap the game. You're listening to Bruin Football on 101.1 FM, The Answer.
Taking on the Bruins in the state championship. It'll be Friday night at
Not just welcome, we love it when y'all come back.
Welcome back to Pulaski Academy. Let's go down to the field where Coach Kelly is giving his post-game remarks to the winning Pulaski Academy Bruins.
Y'all do that for me. I appreciate that. Thank you again, everybody, for coming out. Appreciate you so much. Thank you to our coaching staff. These guys don't get any more money. They don't get any incentives except for they love to win, love to coach our boys and want to keep going. They just keep working hours. I mean, they put in 50 hours a week when nobody else in school is working. We appreciate those guys and all they do and their commitment to Bruin football. Thank you all for the Thursday Thanksgiving meal, dads, and then again, moms today. The Spirit Squad's here, student section, and not full force, but partial force, but we appreciate you guys. And the last thing I'm going to say before we say the prayer is, we'll see you next week at the state championship game.
All right. Let's go ahead and bring it back in the studio.
Before we came back from the break, one of the things Coach Kelly said was he acknowledged all the Bruin alumni players that had come back to watch. He had them raise their hand, and he talked about how they helped build the program, and he wanted to thank them for that, thank them for continuing to support the team. So just to kind of catch everyone up on what they might have missed in the break.
I tell you what, I just found out. Little Rock Christian, final winner there. So it looks like Little Rock Christian and Pulaski Academy will be fighting for the 5A state championship next week, 7 o'clock on Friday at War Memorial Stadium. I can't tell you a more exciting game. That's going to be fun.
And this time everyone's going to be healthy.
That's true. Yeah, that's the last time that we played Little Rock Christian this year during the regular season. Of course, they're in 5A Central.
Yep.
They're ranked second behind Pulaski Academy, but they weren't in full force.
No.
They didn't have all of their team.
Especially Justice Hill, who was injured. He came back a few games later, and they certainly that's the only game they've lost all year was the game here at Pulaski Academy. So I'm sure they have their mind set on revenge now that they know they're heading back to War Memorial alongside the Bruins.
We can catch up on some of the fan feedback. We had one person that said, great game, go Goblins. Also, great camera work at PA. Still, go Goblins. And then they said, great job in camera and commentary. Still, go Gobs. I like it.
We appreciate y'all listening.
No doubt. Bobby watching from Mountain Home. Great game.
Y'all got a great team, by the way. And the Goblins have certainly put up a heck of a fight tonight.
Had some alternating views from the Little Rock Christian gang. I wonder if we could turn that down just a hair out there. It's kind of loud. The chain gang member, found out somebody else is telling me the chain gang member in Morrilton was ejected. He was harassing the Little Rock Christian coach on the sideline. Had nothing to do with Little Rock Christian students. April Nelson from Texas loves PA football. Let's see. Watching again from Dallas. Heading to Little Rock next week. Oh, yeah, Joan Titus. That's right. We read that earlier. And let's see. One more, I think. I've got one somewhere I missed. Way to go, Bruins, on your drive for 5. And this last one says, go Goblins. We are enjoying your broadcast from Harrison. Well, we are so glad that you joined us, even though the game turned out as well as it did. And I'll tell you, those Harrison fans watching should be extremely proud of those Goblins.
Well, here's a scary thought for you. Number 23?
Yeah.
Only a junior.
Wow.
He's coming back next year.
Well, we'll probably see him. I tell you what, because
would not be surprised to see him again in any form or fashion in the playoffs.
That is incredible. What a job that they did tonight. Brooks, what do you have for us?
As far as statistics go here, the Bruins had a total of 846 yards, 279 rushing, and 567 passing. Total of 37 first downs. Harrison had 21. And the time of possession there, we had it 26 minutes, 26 seconds, and they had it 21 minutes and 34 seconds. So all in all, I thought, to me, this was an outstanding ball game. Harrison was somebody had to lose tonight, and I hate to see anybody lose. But
sure.
I'm glad to see the Bruins win. But the Bruins defeated an outstanding Harrison Goblins.
They certainly did. Absolutely, they did, and they should definitely keep their heads held high. Now, I don't think we've heard just yet from the Brandon Burlsworth Foundation. Now, next week, good. Thanks for pointing that out to me, Holt. As a reminder, next week, we're actually going to start the pregame show at 6:30 instead of 6:45. We're going to recap a lot of the games from the past season. Maybe we'll have some highlights from several of those games. We're going to try to go over each one of the seniors on the team, let you know where they're going, where they're headed. And so, again, join us next week right here on 101.1 FM. Of course, you can also find it on iHeartRadio. Just look for 101.1 FM, The Answer, and at PulaskiAcademy.org/PA Live.
Got just a few more statistics I
Go for
didn't
it.
mention a while ago. Braden Bratcher was, as far as rushing goes, he had 15 attempts for 112 yards. Kelly had 11 attempts for 92 yards. Mason Cobb, 7 for 42 yards. And Zaris Woods had 5 for 15. And Nichols had 2 for 20. And then receiving, Mr. Hudson Henry, he was the leading receiver tonight. He had 12 receptions for 202 yards, and then followed by J.D. White. He had 6 for 136 yards. And then Jared Kelly had 3 receptions for 91. Andrew Cobb, 2 for 54. And Merritt Jones, 4 for 47. And anyway, all told, in the passing category, Bratcher was 33 of 42 for 567 yards. That's an outstanding
567
night.
yards in a single game.
Yeah.
That's insane.
7 TDs.
And now Holt's kicking himself that he's already turned off his phone because he wants to see where he falls.
Yes.
You know what? Stick around till next week. He'll have that for you, folks. I tell you what, this has been just as much fun of a game as I expected it to be, and I'm glad of it. Holt, who have you picked for your Bear Claw tonight?
Well, I think J.D. White wins the offensive Bear Claw. He, as I mentioned, he moved up quite a few spots in the record books with those 3 touchdowns, but more than anything, he just did a good job of bringing the ball in every time it came to him. Didn't get flustered with the other team scoring. In general, the offense and defense, didn't get flustered. They didn't show any signs of, getting frustrated. They just came right back swinging. On the defense, had a tough decision. I went ahead and went with Blake Titus.
Okay.
There was one tackle he made where he brought down running back for Husky. He brought him down in the backfield, and it just seemed like the momentum from that point forward shifted. And we've seen that. I feel like every single game this year, and it looks like it might, early on, might turn into a slugging match or shootout, and then someone on the defense steps up and makes a huge play. This time it was Blake Titus. But to give honorable mentions to 2 people, Fuda Shinkawa,
of course,
and Savannah Goodwin.
Yes.
She doesn't technically play offense or defense, but she still earned a Bear
special
Claw.
teams, I think she gets that Bear Claw, no doubt, because what a game that was. Of course, as you can see, we're losing some of the cameras out there. That's all right if you're watching the live stream. But, guys, I think we have all expected a great game tonight, and we got one.
Oh, I certainly did. Last week was good, and then this week was even more thriller, I thought. And
I did not expect to see that many points, though. not against as good a defense as they went up against tonight. It was
right.
Well, Harrison was a big high-scoring offense all year, and of course the Bruins too. And
the next closest. The Harrison had only allowed 109 points. The next closest team for total points allowed in the year was McClellan, who we played last week, who allowed 160 points or so.
Right. Wow.
They were just ahead of everyone else in that category. So.
Well, folks, let's go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll be right back here again next week. Remember, we're going to start the pregame show at 6:30 next week, so make sure to follow along, and we'll have it for you here. Folks, we've got somebody who's going to tag us out. In the meantime, before I have to hang up, I'm going to say good night, good luck in 73, but in the meantime, here he comes. Here's Brady Grice with our final words.
Listening to Bruin football on 101.1 FM The Answer.